A few warriors remain, defenders of humanity against the horrors of the beyond. Their numbers dwindle with every new moon. You see, this world belongs to the darkness, and the darkness will not give it up easily. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kimchi's Grimdark Chronicles. We all here are Vorpal Tales. I am Dwayne, at Made of Kimchi on the internet, and I will be your storyteller for this evening. This is session 3 of our Strange Aeons Season 2, The Thrushmoor Terror. Here at Vorpal Tales, we present you with a plethora of terrifying tales and awesome adventures for your viewing pleasure. Please seek us out on the internet. Catch us here on Twitch. Consider giving us a follow or a subscribe. Check out our archives on our YouTube channel. Visit our webpage, vorpaltales.com, with links to all of our social medias, our Discord, and our Patreon. Check out our calendar and ensure you don't miss any of your favorite shows. Some sponsors I'd like to tell you about right now. QUEmpire.com, a small company making original dice and products for your favorite RPGs and card games. They currently have a Kickstarter going on with 6 more days to go for their 2021 4-in-1 status and condition markers for tabletop games. Some of their stretch goals are remakes for the top makers of last year. So make sure you guys head over to the Kickstarter and check out QU Empire. Next is Hit Point Press, known for their various reference cards, but also for creating the Humblewood and Heckna campaign settings. Visit vorpaltales.com, click on our affiliate link, and anything you purchase from them, a portion comes back to us and helps us make better Vorpal Talier stuff. And Gemhammer & Sons, an RPG supplement store that has everything from Decks of Wonder to Decks of Illusion to dice. Check out the affiliate link again on our website. Click on the link and use the discount code VorpalTales, one word, for 10% off. Shoutouts tonight go to Astral Tabletop for our virtual gaming space that we use in all of our games and where we roll our procedural polyhedrons. Thank you to Paizo for the awesome dark campaign setting that we will be playing tonight. A special thanks go to N8 Mid for our custom character sheets that you too can use if you are using Astral Tabletop. A thank you goes to Love Your Rebellion, a nonprofit group that empowers marginalized groups through the arts. Please be sure to check out their website, loveyourrebellion.org. Much love, as always, goes to all of our Patreons who help us make this show even better as it was 1 year ago. And last but not least, thank you to all of the viewers and fans. But now, let us meet the players who will be facing the darkness and obscurity throughout Thrushmoor. Heroes, introduce yourself. Tell everyone where you can be found and who you will be playing this evening.
I am Tyler, Eldritch Echoes Online, and I will be playing Lord Casimir, Mage, Archaeologist Extraordinaire.
Hey everybody, I'm Ever, pronouns are they, them. Tonight I shall be playing Luca, whose pronouns are he, him. He's Luca, you know.
I do know, and I am John, otherwise known as Rai Granson, otherwise known as J3 Billion on the interwebs, and I will be playing our Oracle Bones Ghost Hunter for tonight.
And I am Kisama. You can find me on Twitter at TrueKisama, and tonight I will be Big Dr. Knackle, Alchemist, and Monster.
Ding. Hi folks, I'm JT. You can find me around the internet as at Sensomancer. Tonight I will be playing Slan, the druid, who also has the 3Bs, Brandon, Bradford, and Becky, voiced by other lovely cast members here tonight. Yeah. Oh, pronouns are he, him.
Can I say that Becky is adorable, and Bradford is sarcastically amazing.
Well, we will see how Brandon turns out.
Who's voicing Brandon? You are, okay.
But now that we have introductions out of the way, let Luca regale us with the happenings of our last session.
Yes. We find ourselves in the middle of the city, looking for a place to hang our hat for the night. Accosting a random gentleman on the street, he tells us the only place in town is the Silver Wagon. The man seems unnerved by our motley crew, but I do not know why for the life of me a demon, vampire, reaper, flesh golem party seems perfectly normal. Alas, there is no accounting for good taste, it seems. Opening the door to the Silver Wagon, we let ourselves in and find that the tavern's name is The Stain. Luca takes it upon himself to talk with the barkeep, but it seems he has somewhat of a bad reputation around this establishment. Unbeknownst to him, he has a tab open to the tune of 39 gold pieces. Luca then asks Casimir for help, and Casimir takes it upon himself to clear the tab, then pays for 2 of the rooms, setting the party up for what is to be an almost uneventful evening. Slan is just outside the city with his companion Wolf Bradford and his friend Keldrin. Apparently Keldrin and Slan, damn it, I messed myself up, have been friends for a while, and Keldrin lets him know that the last time he saw Slan, he was going to talk to a woman in what is known as the Sleepless Building. Slan gets 2 of his animal family together before the end of the night, the wolf Bradford, and the ever rambunctious owl Becky. Becky informs them that Slan's bear friend is a way off yet. That being the case, they bed down for the night. Back with our compatriots in the Silver Wagon, we are partaking of our supper, and it is to be dinner and a show as the bartender regales us with the tale of the Luca singing, dancing, and going to jail. This happens at least once a week, according to our diligent bartender, who calls the city guard every time. The bartender then brings us over an indescribable yet delicious meat gelatin. No, it wasn't, it was stew. For supper. The stew awakens a dormant memory in Luca, and he remembers the fight that sent him to jail, and the unknown person who paid his bail. As our friends in the woods are drifting off to sleep, they see lights floating in the distance. Softly at first, but growing, then chanting a rhythmic and ominous chanting is heard. The light begins to approach their makeshift camp, and as it grows closer, it takes the form of a white lady. The lady approaches and moves on without incident, but it leaves Slan and his family, quite taken aback. Hopefully, nothing else is going to disturb their night, thinks Slan. And it is off to a more restless sleep. Back in town, around 1 a.m., a figure proclaiming himself to be the real Knuckles knocks on Casimir's door. After an electric standoff, he explains he is here to converse with tiny Knuckles. The flesh of Knuckle Prime seems to be quite unique, as it sloughs off and regrows just as quickly. The Knuckles have a heated debate, and after a few moments they come to an accord. The morning comes to all, unfortunately, and for this particular morning, it does not come easy. The inn feels claustrophobic at this very moment, so Rye takes a walk. He takes his time just trying to shake off a feeling of unease and adjust to what is going on, to be the new normal, at least for the moment. A small child spots him walking down the street and approaches him with the best hand-drawn painting of his sister. He explains to Rye that his sister is missing and that he needs help to find her. Rye agrees to keep an eye out and that if he sees anything, he will find the boy at the church around noon. The little boy's sister, it turns out, is part of a much bigger problem as multiple people have gone missing. And with this information, Rye returns to our party. We all agree that we should look into the disappearances, but as Casimir points out, they have some history with the town itself and should at very least know how they fit into the equation at large. We come to Slan outside the city, and the first order of business is finding his bear friend, Brandon. Becky says that they will get right on it and takes off in the direction of not caves, which is good because Brandon is definitely not in a cave. Somehow, Brandon has found himself in a courtyard. A curious place to be sure, but inhabited, as there are guards patrolling the parapets. Becky goes in to talk with Brandon and finds that the guards of this place found him in the woods. And since he did not hurt anyone, they just lured him into the courtyard and have been feeding him. Knowing that it is unwise to approach the courtyard without proper preparations, Slan heads out to find the rest of our unlikely party. Meeting back with the party makes for a bit of an awkward reunion, as it is indeed suspicious that we have friends. We regale each other with the events of the night and agree to make our way to Pier 19. Oh god, I forgot about that. On the way to the pier, we find a large gathering of commoners shouting at someone's house and accusing him of the graffiti that lines the outer walls. The crowd seems, at the very least, on the verge of assault, so Rai pulls his mask over his face and casts his gaze over the crowd. He says that you are all testing the patience of the grave, and that you should leave now. Most of the crowd flees, not wanting to test this unknown person's prowess. But a few stay behind to chuck rocks before we persuade them to leave. The man is a half-elf painter. Before Casimir's trip to the asylum, he commissioned this painter for his own portrait. The painter then beckons us into his abode, where we find he has been articulating his dreams in his work, and most point to the Gothic madness. There is one depiction that is most curious, as it contains the obscure visages of our party, and even more curious since the painter has no former knowledge of anyone other than Casimir. The painter then gets to work on finishing the portrait, and lets Casimir know that he can ship the painting to his home. At this point, we bid him farewell and move on to the pier. Pier 19 is in sight when Keldrin lets us know that this is when he last saw our adventurers before their disappearance. We were stuffing something underneath the dock, which could be anything, even treasure, which piques Luca's and Rai's interest, and they are off darting to the end of the dock. In the middle of their search, they hear a strange noise behind them, and when they go to look, a pile of flesh and mouths pushes its way through the slats on the dock. The flesh pile sloughs forward with a wet plop, letting out a horrid gibbering as it moves towards our adventurers to assault them.
Beautiful. And yes, that is where we find ourselves. Half of you on the end of the dock with this large fleshy mass of eyeballs and mouths, all licking lips and teeth and gnashing at the floorboards, or the dock boards. And we have already rolled initiative, and we will get such battle underway if the music starts.
It is.
Okay.
It's got a build up.
Build faster. Let's see. Yes, so combat. Rai is up first.
¿Por qué? Rai is going to
Make a wisdom save.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
He's going to make a will save.
Absolutely, he's going to. All right, will save here. Click the red, right? Yes, yes. Going to be a 13.
Okay. 13. Not good.
Uh-oh.
You will be confused for this round and are unable to distinguish friend from foe. You may make your attacks, but take no reactions.
Am I going to be able to aim my attacks?
You should be able to, since your quarry is right behind you.
Okay. So, all right. These creatures are not considered undead, I'm guessing.
This is not an undead.
I am going to cast... I'm going to cast Spirit Link. with myself and Luca. I formed a spiritual link with another creature, allowing me to take its pain. When I cast a spell at the start of each of their turns, the target's below maximum hit points, they regain 2. Or the difference, you lose as many hit points as the target can. So, nothing right now, but that should be useful in the future. And since this is 2 casting, I am just going to move back towards the end of the pier here and hope it doesn't get an attack of opportunity. So that should be my turn.
It does not. This specific creature does not have that ability.
I'm so happy for that.
But now it is this writhing mass of mouths' turn. And since you are the closest, Luca, it will now move towards you, and it's more like a ball of slime moving over top of itself as it slowly squishes and squicks across the ground.
No thank you.
Yes.
Oh god.
What awesomeness will I do to you? I will merely pseudopods erupt from the body, all with small little mouths, and it's not a large bite that attacks, but as if you were being beaten with a stick full of piranhas. That was a natural 20.
Can you say that? Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
As if being beat by a stick made out of piranhas.
Gotta do it more seriously, though. As if you were being beaten by a stick full of piranhas.
Full of piranhas.
Get out hot.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20 for a total of 34 to hit.
Why would you do this to me?
Hey, what can I say?
Cyberbullying. Dwayne is cyberbullying.
It's the first roll of the game. Let's get this going. 6.
I have a base AC
10.
of 20 and a shield of 23.
You take 15 piercing. Plus 4 persistent bleed. And you are grabbed.
And it didn't even buy me dinner first.
Yes, you are grabbed. It has you in its jaws. Casimir, you are up. I also need you to make a will save. I think you're just in the range. Yes.
Fear effect, I presume? No, this is not. Okay, good.
No.
Doesn't matter, that's 20. Without modifiers.
Okay, you were all right. You were able to shake off the...
A Murloc. Feels very much like a
Yes,
Murloc.
very Murloc-y.
Despite the fact that everyone assumes Casimir is going to start the game by one-shotting the enemy, Casimir is going to help his friend. The more he picks on you, the more he's your friend. So, Casimir looks over at his raven and gestures, and the raven snaps down to ground level and comes back with a rat, which Casimir rends in half. But the blood just stops in the air instead of hitting the ground, and coalesces into a circular ward made out of symbols, which he then directs, shoots across the dock at rapid speed, and wraps itself around Luca, who's probably disgusted, but now has +2 to AC and all saves against all aberrations for 10 minutes.
Right. Damn.
That was 2 actions. So I will also back up.
Okay.
I'm done.
Then it is Slán.
Are Becky and Bradford on my initiative?
Yeah. I need you to make that will save as well.
Okay.
Uh,
That is a 31.
you are okay.
All right. I'm gonna have Becky fly and let me put this up real quick. The bird pecks at your foe's eyes when you create an opening. Oh, I have to create an opening first. Is there an opening created already?
That means
I don't know what that means.
that means that there has to be one other person within 5 feet of the target. Which there is.
There is.
Right.
You got it,
Till the
Dad.
start,
Die, motherfucker!
till the start of your next turn, your strikes that damage a creature that bird threatens also deal 1d4 persistent bleed damage. Which, in
Okay.
hindsight, maybe isn't worth anything because I was gonna hit this thing with my bow. So it probably doesn't matter. Actually, you know what? No, Becky's helping out. I feel like I need to support Becky in this moment. So I'm gonna run up and hit this thing with a longsword after Bradford goes.
What is Bradford going to do?
Bradford. Support benefit. Your wolf tears tendons with each opening. Until the start of your next turn, your strikes that damage creatures the wolf threatens give a target a negative 5-foot status penalty to its speeds for 1 minute.
2 questions.
Sure.
What's Becky's movement?
60 feet.
Oh, nice, Becky can make it.
Yep. What about Bradford?
Bradford is 40 feet. Can he make it? I don't know what this grid
He will
is.
just get
30,
past
35,
Dr.
40.
Knackle.
Actually,
Oh, okay.
he can use 2 actions to move to get 80 feet and still do 1 attack, because an attack's only a single action.
And that he could.
Okay. I am going to attack then with Bradford and Becky first.
Bradford bites.
Bradford bites. I'm trying to look at my cheat sheet here. Single action jaws finesse. What do I roll for that?
I'm sorry?
20.
Yeah.
I did, well, yeah, but what am I adding anything?
It's on the sheet I sent you, and I have a plus number next to it. Next to there's a section for their attacks, and they're all the same. Should be in the middle.
Skills. I don't
Also-
see it.
Also, they're fully. He's triple flanked now, Dwayne. If that matters.
I rolled a 17 anyway on Bradford's attack, and I'm not sure what the modifier is for that because I'm not.
You rolled a
reading this.
17, but you
Yes.
don't know what the modifier is.
It's on the
What-
sheet,
what
but
am-
I can't point it out to you. If you can send it back to me, I can post the picture of it in Discord. Because I didn't keep the originals.
Is it just a
Okay.
wolf or is it a dire wolf?
It's just a wolf.
It's not using the wolf's attack. It's using modified because it's an animal companion.
Oh.
Put the thing in Discord and I'll show you.
So since you are moving your animals first, and you all kind of move on the same turn, I will allow that your animal companions go before you in initiative as far as the flavor goes. That way, if you did want to shoot, you could use your Becky's gouging of eyeballs
Perfect. Let's do that then.
because it has a lot of eyeballs.
I'm going to longbow it with my action. That is a 22 to hit and 7 damage if I hit.
22 will hit, and it will take 7 damage. That is piercing, correct?
Longbow doesn't say on the sheet here, so I'd have to look it up.
I'm guessing, yeah, it should be piercing. I
That
just need to know.
The reason you're having trouble is that is the old document.
Oh.
Becky's to hit is 9, and the wolf's is also 9, Dwayne.
All right, so Bradford definitely would have hit.
I'm putting
Well, for
them in
Becky,
here down
actually.
where you can see them again.
13. Becky rolls a 13 plus 9.
13 plus 9 is 22. That will hit.
I posted them again for you, JT. I'm getting the bear too.
Yes.
There, that's all 3.
Does Becky do any damage, or is it just the effect?
Sorry, let me go back and look. Support. So is a support benefit a separate action from an attack?
No.
So it does get a D6 piercing.
Plus 2. Because
plus
it has
2?
a strength modifier.
Plus it has a strength modifier, so that's 4 more damage from Becky.
All right, 4 more from Becky.
And then I guess I need to roll damage for Bradford.
Correct.
That would be, it's D8 plus 2 for strength, I assume.
Yep.
That is 5 more damage.
Now, is that a bite?
That is a melee single action jaws. But it's like, yeah.
Piercing. Got it.
Yeah,
Piercing.
and the owls is all piercing. Even the talons are piercing for an owl. They don't rake.
Got it. All right. And then you made your hit, and because of Becky, it does persistent bleed damage as well. Correct.
Correct. And extra
D4.
D4 persistent bleed damage. So should I roll that now too?
Yep. Go ahead and roll that D4.
That's 1 this turn.
Yahoo.
That's a lot of dice when you have animals.
All right.
Rather
And
than
this
my decisions.
Mouther is. Oh, that's not what I wanted. This Mouther is gushing little bits of blood all over the place.
Don't tell me this blood's alive.
Oh no,
Okay.
maybe. Dr. Knackle.
As a doctor, I need to say that blood is technically alive regardless. Whether it attacks us, that's a different question. Dr. Knackle is going to do this very moment is just gonna make sure I'm saying it right. Okay. Going to stride to there. Walk over here. Reach into a coat pocket. Pull out a fairly large dagger. And try to stab the gibbering mouther
I
thing.
need you to make a will save before you try and do that.
Before I even try to stab.
Well, you can keep the roll.
Oh, wow. Making a will save.
You're okay.
25. Dr. Knackle comes up, goes to stab it for an attack roll of 26,
That will hit.
dealing a resounding 5 piercing damage.
Every little bit helps.
That is Dr. Knackle's turn.
Luca, you are next. You are grabbed. If you would like to try and get free, I need you to make an athletics or strength roll. Try and get out of its grasp.
Okay. Athletics or strengths? What are my thingamabobs?
You don't have to get out. It's completely up to you.
So it can't be a skill or a reflex save?
No, not a reflex save.
It'd help if I minimized my sheet size.
If you have another skill that is more awesomer that you could maybe use.
That's definitely always going to be the case, because in Pathfinder you don't get your proficiency bonus to attribute check when it's just the attribute.
I have acrobatics.
I will allow that.
Yes. Okay. I want to roll a physical dice, but it's been a very long time since I've played old school. Sorry. So I'd roll my d20 and then add my acrobatics modifier thing. Yes, no?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Just to let you know, that is a 9.
Plus.
Plus 1?
Plus 1.
plus 3.
All right. 12.
Hey, Dice, you are fired for the evening.
You struggle, and these small teeth are you manage to get some of them free, but you are not able to get out of the total engulfment that is going on.
Delicious.
Is that a
How does that affect Luca's actions?
Your action is going to be at disadvantage. However, you still have 2 more actions.
Oh shit!
You can attack. Obviously, you can't move.
Can we use all of our actions to try to escape 3 times?
You can if you want.
Yeah, let's do that. I would like to get away from this slimy thing. Luca is more concerned about it being gross than about attacking it.
That tracks.
You're fired for the evening. I rolled a 4.
That will not do it.
I'll do 1 more.
I believe in you.
Candy believes in you.
Rolled a 5.
I rolled a 3.
You failed, Candy.
How many dice are we firing?
Ever's gonna run out of d20s.
Yeah.
Audience member gave a boost to the DM, and I feel like Dwayne should use it against Luca.
I haven't even used anything yet.
That audience member may or may not be in the same house as Ever and may need to lock his door.
Accurate.
He's in danger.
He's in massive danger. So I'm just going to pull out all my d20s because it's very clear I need to test every single one of them this evening. Oh my god, that's what happened. I didn't roll them before playing. Fuck. Anyway.
All right, so you are unable to get free. That is round 2. At the top of the round, Bry.
Alrighty. So, not liking mouths all over people, I am going to use an action to step up. I am going to
Make a will save.
make another will save. Absolutely.
Or actually,
That's
you
what-
you
I
didn't.
failed
you
my
did,
first
Yeah, you failed your first one.
Second one's a 24.
You are okay now.
Excellent. I am going to do an attack. 19 to hit.
The 19 does not hit.
Really? Wow. Alright, technically could hit. I don't have anything else to do. So I'm gonna swing again. On high. Roll high. Nope. Okay. Never mind. And that should be my turn.
Unfortunate. But now it is the gibbering mouther. And that is fortunate for me.
Nice segue.
Can you laugh easily? Can you cackle for us?
That needs work, but that's hilarious.
And it's more comedy than
Man. Man.
See, Keys get pretty good at that.
I've...
Go, Ever. Do it. Do it. That's what JT's looking for. That's the shit.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
So, some things are going to happen. One, a group of mouths start to emerge from what you would consider it to be the butt of this creature, and jumps out at Dr. Knackle.
Talking about butt stuff.
Yeah, butt mouth.
We need to ask kindly that all people under 18 years old currently watching this show log off.
20 to hit.
Well, they don't need to log off. This is an educational show. Education.
I have an AC of 20.
So it goes to the defender.
Okay.
You are
All
okay.
right. Lovely.
Oh, I did forget at the top of my round. Luca does heal 2 points, and I will take 2 points of damage.
All right. For its second action, it is going to bring Luca in and engulf. I need a reflex save from Luca.
+2 from my spell.
Yes, +2 from the spell.
Clicky. Oh,
Oh dear. Still a 14. However, 14 is not enough, unfortunately. Or is it unfortunate? Let's see how much damage is going to happen.
so much.
You take 15 more piercing as the mouths inside of its mouth start gnawing on your body. Mouths within mouths within mouths within mouths. And the funny thing is, Dr. Knackle, when the butt mouth bites, you can see Luca on the other side. It's like a
Intriguing.
giant hole of mouths.
So how much total was that? It was 15?
15.
This is sufficiently disgusting.
You stare long enough into the abyss stares back.
But that is all that this man thing can do. Casimir.
Casimir's gonna move to here.
Oh, wait, I have to take bleeding. I forgot. It takes 3 damage.
Casimir's gonna move to here to try to help our new druid friend out and actually getting some shit done. Sometimes the obsidian dice are hard to read. 16 plus. What is my spell to hit? Oh, that's a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
I have reach spell, so this is a touch-based spell that's going to hit it from range.
Okay.
I'm heightening it to level 2. I need Ever's favorite die, so give me a moment here. I need a lot of them. Oh, that's a good roll. 29 electricity damage, and it's going to take persistent 4 electricity damage every turn until you make however persistent damage works, until you decide until you do the thing that makes it stop.
Yeah, usually for bleeding, it's you're stopping the bleeding.
I imagine for shock and grasp it would be, I don't know, it doesn't say.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'll look it up when it's not my turn. Point is, that much actual damage, and then it'll take 4 every turn on its turn.
29 plus an additional 4 now.
Yep, and that's electric.
Luca, I need you to make a fortitude saving throw. Don't forget to add your bonus. +2.
Great. Ooh, 17 plus 2, so 19. Ha, ha, ha.
19 was what you needed. You're okay. You get some tingles as electric goes through this mouse as you're inside it,
Oh shit.
but you're okay.
What did Luca make as a save?
To not
What?
get electrocuted because she's inside it.
Right. What did they make though?
Fortitude.
No, what was the number? I missed the number.
Oh, 19.
Yeah, 19 total.
Because of you.
So, just so you know, if that's against me, Luca failed. My DC is higher than 19.
No, I use the DC of it.
Okay. Just checking. I love Luca, but gotta be fair. You gotta roll 21 or higher to resist my spells.
Anything else from Casimir?
No, because I used the move. It's 2 actions for a level 1 spell, and then the move was an action.
Got it. Slán.
Great. Let's start with Becky. Is going to Jaws at it.
Okay.
While he's
There's a
rolling, 1 minute. His persistent damage in 2E unless it specifies otherwise. So that electricity is 10 rounds. Sorry, JT, carry on.
Got it.
26 on the hit roll.
26 will hit.
All right, and that is going to be 1 piercing damage. And then, does Becky get 2 actions?
Becky gets... Yes. Becky gets
So I can
2
do that
actions,
again.
but never more than 2 until you advance her.
Okay, so I can do a second one,
Yes.
a second Jaws attack. Okay. That is a 23. Does that hit?
That will hit.
Now the catch is you have to give up one of your actions, but you can use that action to command all your pets to give them all 2 actions and you 2 actions, which is mathematically superior to you getting 3 and them getting 1 each.
I didn't know I got 3.
Yeah, players
I
get
don't know
3.
how Pathfinder works.
Players get 3.
Okay. So I should have shot more longbow shots last time.
Longbows, I gotta look up. They might be slightly different because some weapons have 2 action attack because of reload. I gotta check and
Gotcha.
see if longbow is one of them.
That's 1 more piercing damage.
One more
Becky.
piercing.
And okay. Next is Bradford.
Nope, only compound bows do that. So yes, you get 2 attacks with the bow if you want.
The second attack is at -5, though, correct?
His is
Yes.
-3 because he's got the thing to
-3.
offset that.
Right.
But yeah, it's -5
Bradford-
default.
-5 for the bow.
Wait, no, it's actually worse at Pathfinder.
Bradford is a 19. Does that
A
hit?
19 will not hit.
All right. Second one. That's a nat 1. So no.
Ooh.
So then longbow again. Is a 17 hit? No.
17 does not hit.
And then longbow second time. Another 17, so nothing on the bow.
Nope.
All right. Oh, you take the
Okay.
bleed damage already on your turn?
I did not. What was it? It was
D4. I rolled a 4, if that matters, or I don't know if you roll it or I roll it.
got it. Nope, you can roll it. It takes
All
the
right, 4
bleed.
more.
You're correct, John. It's the
Lovely.
second attack's at -5, the third attack's at -10. For you, JT, your personal second attacks are -4 and -8.
Okay.
But most of us, it's 5 and 10.
So I wouldn't have hit on my second one anyway. Okay.
Now, your pets don't have that offhand penalty because they're animals.
Yeah.
Just you.
All right. Then it goes to Dr. Knackle.
Dr. Knackle is going to first pull out a bit of Barbarian Rage, adding, in this case, it'd be 1 damage because all my weapons are agile. Have a -1 to AC and can't concentrate on anything that doesn't relate to rage. And I don't have anything else that relates to rage, so I just get a little bit of extra damage for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. Reach into a coat pocket and pull out a vial of bestial mutagen,
Mm-hmm.
which would give me a +2 bonus to athletics checks and unarmed attack rolls, and give me 1d6 slashing damage for some of my doctrinacle claws. The drawback being another -1 to my AC.
So
And
that's
finally,
a total of
going-
-2.
a total of -2. Finally, I go to scratch at the gibbering mouther. And I didn't set up a macro for this.
Just roll a d20 and then add your thingy.
So I got a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
1d6 plus my strength plus that. So that's 5 slashing damage. And
Slashing damage, you say, huh?
Yes.
So as you slash this thing, a big gash opens up. And right where the body was, as the slash opens, another mouth comes out of the slash. And it makes a bite attack against you. And it rolled a nat 1. So it missed.
Almost took a finger. And that is my turn.
Luca, you are still inside of this writhing mass of mouths.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. Am I allowed to know if this thing is susceptible to, like, psychic attacks, or...
Make a nature check. Or if you have, like...
What about a cult?
Yeah, cult.
You got that.
It's time to test out another die, guys.
Don't forget also, you have votes, which you can use as rerolls according to Wayne's rules.
Oh
Yes.
shit, I forgot about that. Thank you. 18 total?
It's better.
So, you know that because this is pretty much just like a big moving pile of flesh with mouths and a couple of tentacles, it doesn't really have a whole lot of weaknesses, but it is slightly weak to bludgeoning. Other than that, it is exactly what it is.
Do you shout that out from in the mouth?
Has it the ability to be what? But anyway.
Take that information as you will.
Did Lucas say hit it in the butt or bludgeon? I couldn't tell, guys.
I'm gonna say go both.
It was either bludgeon or butt in.
You know, massive bludgeoning damage to the butt sounds like a good plan.
That's where the tentacles are coming from.
Oh no. That's where Luke.
So many jokes, and we are all ages show.
No, we're not. You can't get in this channel
No, we're
without
not?
clicking. Yeah, we have an adult warning on this channel, sir.
Yeah,
Very much so. On our YouTube also. Some of our YouTube videos are actually kid restricted, not just not recommended.
So I have 2 more moves I can do.
I won't consider you that check as an action.
Okay.
That'd be a freebie.
I'm going to use Telekinetic Projectile. It reads under on my cheat sheet. Cast 2 actions: somatic, verbal. Range 30 feet. Targets a creature. I can hurl a loose, unattended object that is within range that has 1 bulk or less at the target. So I want to find something bludgeony if possible.
Good plan.
There is a half-eaten seal behind you.
Oh God! Just
Well, I mean, you're
mentally
inside of a
touching
mouther. I
this.
didn't know what you wanted me to like manifest.
like a broken piece of dock. I don't know.
The seal works.
Fine with that, I guess. Oh, jeez.
You don't
Okay.
actually have to make something up for it, though. It is fun, but for the spell, it finds rocks and flings them.
I mean, I like the
Having seal's
Ever
better.
finds the half-eaten seal hilarious. Luca, however, not so much. So
dirty.
You. If I hit, equal to 2d6 plus 4. Okay, so crap. How do I
First you roll
for
to hit.
this?
So it's going to be 1d20 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is 10. You have an 18, right, in your charisma?
I do.
Yeah, so you're plus 10. D20 plus 10 to hit.
Beautiful. If I fail this, guys, I'm just quitting for the night.
To quick math for any of you guys, if you can't find stuff on your sheet, proficiency in Pathfinder is always your level plus 2.
I rolled a 17. I rolled a 17. I rolled a 17.
Nice.
And that's my liquid core die. Ha ha ha.
So plus 10 would be 27.
Hell yeah, it would.
I have a question about both of those 27 hits we've gotten so far. Pathfinder, a natural 20 isn't the only way to crit. If you hit the AC by 10 or higher, you also crit. Is that happening on the 27s?
That is not happening.
Does that happen on a 30? Somebody got a 30.
No, actually, it's not.
Okay. Just checking.
Out of character, this has an AC of 21.
Okay.
Good Lord. Okay, so critical success is ideal double damage. Regular success deal full damage.
Correct.
So I need to roll for my damage, which is 2d6 plus 4. 6 total plus 4, so 10 total.
What type
This-
of damage is that? Psychic?
It is either bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, as appropriate for the object that I hurled.
So probably bludgeoning.
Dead seal is bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Probably more
so
like blubbering, but yeah.
that adds another 5.
Tell us if dead seal gets in the mouth and all over Luca.
Oh no.
Actually, with the force that that this thing pushes out, I mean, it is just a writhing ball of flesh. So the seal does shoot out through the top of it. Bits and pieces of like disconnected mouths rain on Rye and Dr. Knackle and even a couple on Bradford. And for the most like split second before the mass like congeals back together, you do see Luca with just chunks of mouther on them.
Oh no.
Oh my
Is
God.
Luca gonna be okay?
Yeah, so like for Casimir and Slan, all you see is this half-sealed body fly out of it and then land in the water about 20 feet out.
Oh god.
It's both awesome and unfortunate at the same time.
Intriguing.
So that leaves
is-
you in action. But you already tried to escape, right?
No, they did
Yeah.
not
I
try
did
to escape this
not.
round.
I
Got one
will
action
attempt
left.
to do so.
Remember, +2.
Reroll. +2 and
I-
rerolls.
You gotta reroll.
I do have to tell you though, I rolled a 3.
You're
For
not
the
rolling.
third time tonight.
The dice gods do not wish for me to escape. I will re-roll that.
Little 1.
No, it's
Or
a
is it
3
3
again.
You need to take that die and put it so that the 20 is sitting up and then all the weight comes down.
Yeah, whatever's
You have a
inside
dice
is...
jail?
Yeah,
Just
Well,
gotta
this
settle.
one, this is a separate die from the original one that rolled all the 3s, so I don't know.
I would tell you to lie about your result, but this is funnier.
Honestly, that's why I'm not mad. It's hilarious. Ugh.
I have never lied about one of my rolls on Purple Tail streams.
I haven't
promise.
either.
Neither have I. And I roll.
I always say
cannot
people
lie.
should lie, but you shouldn't. You should always take those fumbles. It makes the game better.
I'm bad at lying. You can tell because I have a moment where my face will flicker and you'll be able to tell if I'm lying. Oh, jeez.
So again, you try to get out. You think you find footing in one of the mouths for a second, and then another mouth comes over that mouth and closes off your escape. It's like mouths within mouths.
Mouthception.
Yes. Bringing us to round 3 with Rye.
Okay, so real quick, I got an angry baby, so I am going to cast Shield Other on Luca. That's going to take half of his damage and transfer it to me. And then I am going to cast Harm at first level. This guy gets a Fortitude save, and if he does not make his Fortitude save, I deal damage to him.
23.
I'm pretty sure that does it, yeah.
That saves, but it shouldn't be all or nothing. That's not how Pathfinder works. Hold on.
Yeah, it should be something.
Half damage, I think.
Yeah, probably. I'll look it up because you got angry, baby. Successful save. Yep, half. So you cast it at level 1 or did you cast it at level 2?
I cast a level 1.
Oh wait.
Just 1d8.
Wait. Did you use 2 actions to do it? Because you had 2 actions left.
Shield Other should be a 2 action, yes?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 2 actions.
So it's just 1d8, Dwayne. Harm and heal, by the way, for those who don't know in Pathfinder, if you use more actions, there's several spells like this, they do way more stuff.
Or
So,
harm.
Yeah,
That's
harm.
7.
Yeah, harm's a d8 with 1 action. It's I'm gonna get this wrong, but it's d8 plus 8 on 2 actions, and d8 plus 8 burst on 3 actions.
Yes, and it increases in other ways as well. If it's 1 action, it's a touch. If it's 2 actions, it's ranged. 3 actions is something else. 30-foot emanation, targeting all creatures.
Yep, it's burst.
Okay, somebody roll that d8 for him.
He did. He declared it before he left. He got a 7.
Oh, all right. I will take that 7 or half of that. So it will take 4 and be sad. Then the Mouther goes. Mouther will yet again try to engulf Luca. Make me a reflex save, Luca.
I am afeared.
Remember your +2.
Woohoo! I rolled a 22, so it's 24.
All right. It is unable to engulf you. You get stuck in its inside of it. It can't squish you.
You turn yourself sideways like a stick.
Yeah.
It didn't use enough lube.
It's because it's not trying to engulf Knuckles. He just slid her right on down.
With its remaining actions, 1, it will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. It will make a little like proboscis looking apparatus off the top of it, and it shoots out this little spittle against Casimir. I keep minimizing the wrong screen. That is a 31.
Hold on, I gotta check something. I'm pretty sure you hit, but I don't know if the thing that's still running gives you disadvantage, and I should check. Because if not, I'm gonna tell you it does later, and you're gonna be like, you didn't say that before. You'd be right. Yeah, I'm considered fully concealed to it.
Fully concealed.
I'm still shadow shrouded from the painter.
All right, so that is disadvantage,
Let's find.
or is that
out.
just bonus to AC? I can't remember.
Checking? You have to roll a flat check before you can roll the attack roll.
Ew.
25% chance of failure. Should be fine. You should still hit me. You gotta roll 5 or higher. 6 or higher.
I missed.
Oh!
I rolled a 5.
Nice.
So the spittle just goes wide, or no, it wouldn't even know you were there.
No, I'm concealed, so like it knows I'm there, but it can't clearly see me. It's like if I'm hiding behind a barrel, basically, but in shadows.
All right, but then with its last action, it will try to bite at Dr. Knackle out of its butt. I'm pretty sure a 17 will not hit you,
It will not, just barely. Ooh.
even with your -2 to AC.
I would have been AC 20. I am now AC 18.
Gotcha. All right.
Barely
So-
misses.
No good stuff from it this round. However, it will take the... what is that? 4 bleed,
4 electric.
5 electric.
4 electric. Sorry.
I had the bleed from Becky. I got all kinds of stacks going on here. All right. And it is Casimir's turn.
I'm gonna use the Cthulhu die this time against the Cthulhu monster.
This mouther is starting... Pieces of it are starting to fall off.
Casimir is going to assume his friend Luca was saying bludgeoning, not in the butt. D20 paid off. That's a natural 20.
All right.
So, what does this spell do on a crit? Hold on. Same one Luca did. On a critical success, ooh, double damage. Random bucket. Preferably full of grody fish bits.
Chum.
So 10 plus 4 is 14. 28 bludgeoning damage from a cantrip. I like
All
it.
right. So that's 33 damage.
I want to never hear the term fish bits ever again in my life.
So this bucket comes
But
flying down the
mermaids.
dock. And just for the dramatic flair, because everybody loves it, as it bursts into this mouther, the mouther explodes as different mouths go flying off in different directions. Those around it are showered in bits of flesh and teeth. The bucket lands on top of Luca's head, and chum comes dripping down your face.
Also, because I know it did attack me, stealth check to duck behind a pylon or something to make it even harder.
Oh, it is gone.
Oh, it killed it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that killed it. So, you are all, in one way or another, covered in bits, but for the most part, okay.
Becky, come here. I will wipe you down.
Real quick, did Luca take any more damage?
Mentally, yes, he is severely traumatized.
Physically,
Okay.
no.
Good.
Physically, no.
It just, yeah, it just.
I mean,
mattered.
I'm down to 18 hit points, but other than that,
Dr.
Casimir-
Knackle, while
Casimir-
standing above the body, would
You go.
put a clawed hand forward to help Luca back up onto their feet.
Is it moist?
It's yes,
It's
it is
moist.
incredibly moist. Got claws and like little bits of goop start falling off from the bottom of his hands. They hit the deck and just kind of squeak as they fall.
Don't be rude, Luca.
Luca is just staring off into the void that is space, eyes glossed over, and he just grabs your hand, claw, hand, and stands up, and you just see him go, tremble, 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 just over and over, trembling.
Casimir quietly says, "Seems like the people in this town dislike us enough as it is. We should not smell like docks." And cantrips everyone clean. One at a time.
Beautiful.
Twice on Luca.
Now, initially, you were going to the end of this dock to look for something.
Luca heads off the dock.
They found something.
Dr. Knackle follows behind Luca to heal him.
I'm going to go search the dock.
All right. Dr. Knackle, go ahead and make your heal. If you were going to heal.
Reckless surgery, yes. Oh.
Is that a percentage? Like, do you have to roll to actually succeed?
It is a roll to do it, and it's also dealing damage to Luca in the process, but it heals so much better than anything else.
Okay. And then Casimir, you can make that perception check.
I'm gonna watch the hurt heal first. This is amusing.
Perform risky
all the
surgery.
real healers are just watching and snickering.
Real quick. Oh,
Let him do it. Let this happen, Ryan. We can handle it later.
Oh, no. I was going to say if he's still within 30 feet, like I'm going to take half that damage.
Oh, he left the dock, so probably not.
Alright, so Luca takes 8 damage as I go to
Go to town sewing them up.
just take a needle and thread and just go, it won't hurt a bit. Stab. Flip. Thwip. Thwip. And they heal. Should be 25 HP.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, you did pass the check.
I got a 29 on my search check.
Oh yeah. It's super. Once you get down to the end
guys.
of the dock, super easy to see. Just underneath the edge of the dock, there's like an extra, like smaller dock underneath, and you see a like a small rucksack that's been placed underneath. And you grab it and open it up. There are some things in there.
What things?
There are some things. Crap, I forgot I'm gonna need to transfer these to 2E. Totally forgot about that. There is 120 gold pieces, 6 platinum. There is a potion of non-detection. A scroll of protection from energy.
So this is going to be awesome in a second. What else?
And a wand of death knell. I don't know if that translates to 2E. I know the other two do. With 18 charges.
We can find whatever the substitute for that is, I'm sure. The charge mechanic is very different, but we'll worry about that later. So you see me pull out a bunch of coins, look at them, split them, put them in different pockets, because I'm going to hand them to you when I get off the dock. You see me pull out a wand, look at it, cast Read Aura on it. Look over at Rye. Stick it in Rye's pocket, like the one I keep for Rye stuff. Then you see me pull out the scroll. Look at it. Look at my raven. I hold it up, and the raven eats it. Just like, chomp, chomp, nom, gone. And now that spell's in my spellbook. So it works for me.
Okay.
I successfully rolled a scribe when we have, 30 minutes to deal with that later.
Got it.
And then I keep the potion, because that's a rogue thing. I give the wand to Rye, and I split the gold, so... 150 each. I'm an honest rogue. Normally.
Luca, how much health do you still need? Because I have heal when I can cast it.
Luca is 35 out of 46.
144 gold each, sorry.
I'm going to cast heal on Luca.
Slan, as you're seeing the package being opened, you kind of get woozy, like lightheaded for a moment, and seeing the rucksack being opened triggers a brief flashback of memory. And for that short instant, you are transported to a week ago, where you see Keldrin walking behind you, pointing to the party who is up at the dock currently. It's very foggy out. It's just past sunset. You see handing an item to Casimir. Casimir places it in the rucksack. They bundle it up and sneak it down to that small dock area. And then you find yourself back on the dock. Rain hitting you in the face. Not sure of why you were there.
So it was our stuff to begin with that we left there a week ago.
It is your stuff.
Okay.
However, you didn't happen to find anything that had your name on it. It was all random stuff.
So it's like geocaching. People like switch it out.
Yeah. I thought it was a geo bug and took it and forgot to leave something else behind.
I'm going to relay that information to the party.
All right.
I just had a vision.
This seems less like a stash and more like a dead drop. Interesting.
Keldrin comes up from behind what's his face's house. Painter's house.
Good old what's his face.
Yeah. Oh, what's his face? Hassock. And he says, "See, I told you. You came here to meet these people and you left something. I remember." After this, you went and talked to the people at the sleeping building.
Maybe that's where we need to head off to next then.
Perhaps. But I believe if we do not indulge Rai and try to find this missing girl, he will... I don't know, whatever Rai does when he gets angry.
I want to see that.
He just kind of cocks his head to the side. Anger. No. I would like to find this child, or at least provide a semblance of closure, but if we have more pressing matters, I suppose we should be on our way. I mean, the two seem to coincide somewhat, do they not?
Why not both?
You do not know.
I roll for Luca. Luca, you can get 14 HP back. I guess, well.
Thank you.
Seems like as good a lead as any so far. So let's follow it to its end. And if a mystery is still not solved by the end, have to look into it further. Just it is the way of things.
I shall never be clean.
Okay.
Probably not.
I regret to ask. Are you okay?
Don't forget, I already cleaned you magically.
Yes.
You can
However-
clean the clothing, but the stains will always remain. You and I know that better than anyone.
Schnackles. Out of character, John. Wands in Pathfinder 2e are usable once a day for free. In the additional time you want to use it in a day, you must roll a DC 10 flat check. If you roll 11 or higher, you're fine. If you roll 10 or lower, the spell works, but you break the wand. And then you have to give it to me to try to fix.
Alrighty.
But once per day, you can cast 2e Death Knell, which I put in the chat.
Roger that.
Carry on.
We'll copy that over.
At Rye's question, Luca just stares and stares and stares and whispers,
Are you okay? I can't tell if he can hear me or not. He just kind of like pokes you with the stick end of the scythe.
clean.
Perhaps we should return to our domicile and rest before carrying on. That was quite the exertion.
The day is, it's about a little further than midday. It's not getting too late.
Luca looks like Luca could need a nap, and we burned a lot of magical energy.
Yes, I'm thinking a moment to recover is in order.
So you're gonna make your way back to the inn.
Yes, and our characters can take a long rest, and our real people can take a 10-minute rest.
Yes, apparently people need to rest. So we will take a rest now. However, perhaps you might not make it back. But we will see when we come back in 10 minutes. It is 10:23 by me, so 10:33.
Sounds like it.
Correct.
Everyone stick around. We will be back at 10:33. And we are back on the docks. Pier 19 just vanquished a gibbering mouther. Found out a little bit about ourselves. Speeding time forward, we moved back to the main part of the city. Back to the Silver Wagon. What's the button? There we go. Hey, all these tiny people.
Did you just say what the butt?
I said, what's the button?
Oh, okay. That's too bad.
What the butt?
What the butt?
What?
Coming
Well,
to
Dwayne-
a t-shirt near you with our new logo. No.
While Dwayne looks at his buttons for the audience, during downtime, I made craft rolls to transfer runes from existing magic items to our players. So now John hits better, and Slan hits harder.
So the party has made their way back to the Silver Wagon to get a long rest. And like Tyler said, recover all of their assets. Slan, do you stay at the wagon or do you return with Keldrin up to the woods?
I would stay with the wagon right now.
All right, so Keldrin will head back to camp just outside of town. All of you do get a nice long rest, with the exception of one of you. Sometime in the night, Dr. Knackle, you hear your name being called. It's coming from somewhere out on the street.
Big Knackle looks at Tiny Knackle and just points. And Tiny Knackle looks up. His face sours a bit. He walks out the door. The familiar.
Do you go all the way down outside?
Yeah, Tiny Knackle goes outside, and then Big Knackle is trailing about 30 feet away. So if something were to come out, it would probably hit Tiny Knackle first. Hopefully.
So as soon as Tiny Knackle makes it outside, the rain is still pounding. So it's a little bit hard to see up and down the street. But then you hear it again, just over the roaring of the rain. You hear, Knackle! Knackle! Make a perception roll.
As Big Knackle or Tiny Knackle?
Either or.
Okay.
I assume that they are in some type of symbiotic relationship.
Depends. Did you activate that familiar ability? It could be your perception roll.
It is a
Pathfinders
17.
and for those who don't know, familiars in Pathfinder are cool. You can change their powers every day. I interrupted him. He said he got a 17, Dwayne.
Oh, you got a 17?
17.
So, I said it's a little difficult to see, but through the rain, you see there's nobody else out on the street except for you, but you see movement heading towards you. It's not moving very fast. It could easily be mistaken for maybe a wagon, but you don't hear anything. And as it moves closer, you're able to see that it's this shambling to man. But this man you can tell this man is definitely not alive. And you just hear him yell, Knackle! And he sees little Knackle on the road. And you see it, like his eyes grow wide, and then there's a red like a flash coming out of his eyes. Points up his finger right at Tiny Knackle, and then he starts running right at Tiny Knackle. By the time that he gets about 5 or 10 feet to Tiny Knackle, from just behind you, or not behind you, from the south, you see a large flash of red light that kind of shoots up into the sky. And this shambling man like stops dead in his tracks and he says, "No, I will not be denied my prey." And he just poops as if like dust in the wind. And you're alone on
Very
the
strange
street.
dream. This is a very strange dream indeed. Just head back inside. Tiny Knackle runs behind Big Knackle as they head back inside, denying all of what just happened.
All right. So you finish your long rest. And the next day arises. It is sunshiny. There we go. Yes, it is sunshiny. All of you awake the next day inside the silver wagon.
You know, I had the most horrible dream. That yesterday I got dirty. It was horrendous. Terrible nightmare.
Indeed. You know, I had a... Not to one up here, but I too had a nightmare. Saw a dead man walking in the street, saying my name. Flash of red light, and he was gone.
Quite silly.
Quite.
I walk past the table, escorting out some kind of entertainer that's all stumbly and very, very pale. Help them to the door. Don't say anything. Come back, sit down. Did you eat breakfast yet? I have.
But you hadn't been down here. Anyway, we both had
I think
terrible
the
dreams last
barkeep-
night.
I think the barkeep was breakfast. Or,
That
No,
wasn't
the
the
barkeep
barkeep.
is over there.
oh, barkeep.
That was just an
excuse me.
entertainer, random entertainer you've seen around the streets.
The entertainer was breakfast, I'm assuming.
Oh no, certainly not. Casimir always has company in his room in the evenings, and then they leave in the morning quite pale and weak and...
Smile
And-
with fangs. Certainly not.
And
He certainly
He
does a number on
always-
them.
and he always makes a joke about eating afterwards.
At least get them breakfast before you send them on their way. Clearly you have given them such a good night that they are unable to properly
I think
walk.
I feed them.
I-
I pleasure them, and then I take what I need.
Ooh,
I feel
In
like
that
you're not
order.
taking him literally.
That is accurate.
Once you are all kind of gathered at the table as normal, Dina will come over, hand you a letter. She just places it on the table. She says, "This arrived for you just after dawn."
whom?
Some little kid brought it by. I don't know.
I'll open it.
I put the ceramic doll on the table and put Steve's hat on it. It's an important thing with a letter. Everyone must be present. It's in the party.
The letter is from Winter. For those who do not remember, Winter was the leader of the Survivors Enclave at the asylum, and a member of the Sleeping Building where the accusers are.
What was her
And
name?
Winter.
Winter.
In a short amount that you read, says that she hopes that you find what you are looking for and that you are in good spirits, and that her senior wishes to have words with us, or words with you, if you have a moment. They will await your arrival. Yeah, they'll await your arrival.
Where at?
At the sleeping building.
What is that? Is that a temple?
Well, do you ask Dina, or you're just kind of like it?
I'll ask Dina, or I'll just look at it and shudder, because if it's not for my god, I'd probably notice.
No, no, it's not from your god, or it's not even a godly place.
Then
so
that's
to say.
fine. That's fine. I don't do well in
So-
other temples unless I'm sacking them.
Yeah, Dina will say, "Oh yeah, the Sleepless Building. It's that large wooden building. Very mysterious people have kind of set up there. It's said that some of the church's accusers work out of there. I think they call themselves the Sleepless Agency.
Ah, yes, we have their business card. I pull it out. We found this in the asylum. We should go.
All right. Is there anything else that you wish to do before you make your way out?"
Luca is going to. He doesn't need to, but he's going to go wash his hands extra thoroughly, but doesn't really know why. It was just a really weird dream he had. So,
I'm just gonna like do that thing where the quiet person kind of like not trying to sneak up, but just like moves behind Luca and like sees them washing their hands and goes, "Are you in denial?"
I'm not in denial. I'm in sync.
I was hoping you'd do that. If not, I was going to do it. Luke is into Silver Wagon.
Into Silver Wagon, in denial, into sync. I am starting very much to see that your personality is more or less hinging on you being clean.
I do appear out of nowhere like a ninja, whereas Rai was like just pretending. I actually do. My arm is suddenly around your shoulder, Rai, and I'm leading you away. I toss Luca a scrub brush, you know, like the bristly kind to really get that first layer of skin off.
Ah, thank you. Perfect.
I am worried about that one.
This is normal. Don't worry more about yourself.
Normal. That's normal.
As normal as this, and I tap your mask. Don't judge others.
Not judging, just curious. Interesting.
All right. Anything else?
And as I lead you away, the last thing I tell you is it is best not to poke at the illness or psychoses of others.
Oh, I suppose my curiosity got the better of me. I apologize.
Unless it's Dr. Knackles, and then poke away. He would find your questions fascinating.
I
As
have
this is
many
being
questions.
said, Tiny Knackle is currently trying to murder a bowl of soup, and Big Knackle is just applauding. So I continue.
Exactly.
All right. So Knackle finishes his murder. Anyone else?
I, 'cause, 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 '
Then to the streets we go.
Guess we're going to the Sleepless Detective Agency since all clues point there. Plus, they're detectives. We can ask about the girl.
Yes, so as you start to make your way out into the streets, Dina did not tell you this because of the letter that was delivered. But as you start to move out and you see some of the shop owners and you hear some of the gossip that's going on in the streets as you're moving down the main road, more abductions occurred last night. However, something was different last night as opposed to what has happened on the other nights. Most of the time, people just vanish and there's no tracks, there's no nothing. However, last night, the Town Watch was able to find tracks heading to the west, to what is known as a small cave that not a lot of people go to. They went there, according to what some of the people are saying, is that the Town Watch did go there. They found tracks, they found blood. However, they did not find any people. 3 of the Town Watch that were in the group of 10 did not make it back. They spoke of strange happenings and abominations within the caves.
Perhaps we should explore these caves.
Seems important that we do so. I would like to make this our next order of business.
And after about 5 or 10 minutes of walking down the main road, you are easily able to find, it's not labeled, it doesn't say like, Sleepless Building Detective Agency here. There are no signs on the building.
It doesn't have the eyeball anywhere obvious that's on the business card?
No. But this building does stand apart from any other building in town, and it just has that ominous presence, and it's kind of beat down. It does have a door on the front, the big giant double door. It is a very large building. One would mistake it for a type of church, but it has that size, but it is not. Maybe in earlier times it might have been like a town hall, but this building has seen better days.
I wait for someone to go in first, and I will follow in the shadows.
I said the doors are closed.
I have learned my lesson. Someone else can go attempt the doors.
Just gonna kind of like... Oh, I'm gonna walk up there and try the door.
The door is unlocked.
I just slowly push it open.
So as you push open the door, you see that there are a number of torches lit inside. You think to yourself that probably during the day you don't need them, as there are multiple holes in the roof that let in enough light to see throughout this building.
Purely decorative, I see.
Yes. And it's a fairly decent hallway as you open up the door. And just at the bottom of the stairwell at the far end of the hall, you do see Winter speaking with a woman that you are not, you don't know who she is.
I think we have found Winter. I myself do not have the same repertoire with her. I'm going to assume Casimir would have handled these matters.
Oh, would you? Looks at Luca, gestures towards Winter. Casimir talks a lot. Luke is the face.
Yes. Hello, it has been... It has been... Yes.
She looks at you confusingly and says, "It has?"
Indeed. Yes. Where to begin? I almost died and I was so horribly dirty.
Winter will turn to the woman that she was speaking with before you walked in, and she says, "Cestia, this is the group that I was telling you about."
Yes, I am sure you have heard wonderful things of me. The others, not so much. However, we... where can I begin?
And Cestia looks. She holds out like a hand in like greeting.
Luca will actually grab her hand, bow low, brushing the tailcoats out like a gentleman, and kiss her hand in the most mannery way possible. I lost the word for that.
Chivalrously?
Yes, thank you. Words are a thing. I don't like them. Words, I mean.
As you do that, she kind of pulls her hand back, not out of disrespect, but more of she's not used to people doing that. She says, "Well, now that we have introductions out of the way, I take it that you got the letter from Winter as you are here."
Yes, we did. And everyone in attendance was able to listen to the contents of this letter.
Good. Well, I'm sure you're all wondering why I asked you here.
Yes, indeed.
A couple of things first. You have done a few things about town that I would like to commend you on, which is one of the reasons why I sent the letter that I did. You were able to get rid of that fool who went around speaking of doomsdays and increasing the fear of the people about the abductions. We already have enough fear as it is without another one going around and talking nonsense.
Yes.
Yes, that one was quite troublesome.
He was quite filling.
I beg your pardon?
She eyes Casimir. I'm sure that he was. Nevertheless...
Oh, I said he was quite a fool. I don't know. I must have needed to speak up.
Nevertheless, obviously the biggest thing that you have done for this town is help the survivors leave the asylum. But tell me, what do the flunkies of a forgotten aristocrat, what were your reasons for being in the asylum? It is known that it was Lowell's that committed you on his own.
We do not quite have our memories intact. However...
We were traded for a book.
Yes.
A book?
This book. I pull it out. I don't hand it over. I just display it.
All right. I take it this is the reason for all of the strange happenings on the Isle and for the Mist?
Indirectly.
By chance, have you seen Accuser Amari while you were there?
Out of character, did we? That sounds like a yes.
It was a name that came up, but no, you did not. He was supposed to, Accuser Amari was supposed to go to the asylum and investigate all the weird shit that was going on. But no one knows if he made it or not.
I will let Luke answer that then.
We did not have the pleasure or displeasure. I'm not quite certain of running into this person.
This is most disheartening.
Ah, then the pleasure of running into this person. Yes?
Yes.
Ah. No. And as far as we know, we did not have such a person escape with us. Either.
No, I'm sure if one of the accusers had escaped, they would have come back here with Winter. So, tell me, what have you heard of these abductions around town?
You've not heard much, but I assume they are related to the sudden influx of what clearly are cultists, performing strange rituals in the woods, throwing money everywhere, reclusive, obsessed with the obelisk in the center of town.
Now, while I do share your beliefs in these new individuals who have arrived in town, I have no evidence.
We keep hearing rumors of this witch, and everyone keeps saying, the caves, the caves. We intend to investigate where those foolish town guards threw away their lives.
She will go on to tell you all about what she knows of the Briars, like what was once the Thrushmoor witch and then the Briarstone witch, how they coincide, and how it is believed that she once had a coven in the cave. But she writes it off as nothing but hearsay and stupid superstition. This was thought to be, hundreds of years ago. And the actual witch, if there ever was one, has not been seen in a very long time.
I dare say that sometimes legends can become truths or are based in truth.
Yes, this is very true, especially in this area of the world.
Regardless of what is in there, I will wet my sacred blades with their blood. Echekek will be satisfied with the sacrifice.
Who would be pleased with said sacrifice?
My lord.
Ah. All right.
Well, the town people feel that it is the witch that is scooping up and snatching all of these townfolk. I have perhaps another explanation. As you have said, the number of newcomers to town and their reasons have been of some question, but like I said, I have no hard evidence. But I am no fool. And I know that the shuttering of Fort Halecourse is highly irregular. Even with the magistrate missing and the mercenaries' recent defection, there still should be some type of going on there. Yet, my attempts to enter have been thwarted. I am totally convinced that Count Lao's departure somehow ties into the town's misfortunes. Again, yet I have no hard evidence.
You may not have any hard evidence, but do you have any soft or precarious or ethereal evidence?
Nothing more than I haven't already told you about how I believe that, yes, these people could be cultists.
Very well.
Strange going-ons in the forest, as you have said, and with the Count's departure and many of the other high-ranking officials in the town, with them leaving as well, obviously, they just would not leave on a whim. Something is afoot.
But is it a left foot or a right foot?
Your humor holds no sway over me.
I
There's no
simply
laughing
thought
matter.
to lighten the mood.
When you are working with a skeleton crew such as I, trying to save the people of this town, I do not have time for humor.
I pull out the business card.
Where did you find this?
The asylum, of course. And I explain who we found it on. I don't know. We don't know who it was, but it was a corpse.
This is
The Sleepless Detective Agency business card. We pulled his loot off one of the dead people. Or out of a room with a dead person in it, I forget.
yeah. This is terrible news. If you did indeed pull this off of someone inside the asylum, that person was most likely accuser Amari.
They were extremely dead.
My condolences for you.
They had been partially consumed.
Going to have to report this to the higher council. Now that we know that there are things in this area that have the ability to easily dispatch of accusers.
Yes, the foul mist that we banished, that was being channeled through living beings in that asylum, transformed people into their own worst nightmares. Quite literally.
But gladly, that is now at an end, yes?
Correct. We destroyed every one of the channelers. We had one travel with us, but she fell in battle. They are all dead.
Well, if you could assist this ragtag skeleton crew in finding these lost people. There must be some clues somewhere. And I
go ahead, sorry.
I bid you to make your way to Fort Hale Course and see if you can get anything out of the person in charge there. You were obviously in the what's that word? I forgot word. In the employ of Count Lowell's yourself. Therefore, maybe if they see a familiar face, they will let you in and have words.
I glance at the party to see if anyone has that hell no face. I don't see the hell no face. So I say, on one condition, we help them, they help us. At some point, we're going to want to know the truth of ourselves. They will accompany us to the Count's mansion, which by all accounts is haunted.
She will agree. If you do put it that way. I mean, not that it's haunted, but...
Right. At some point you made a random gossip comment about that, so that's all we have to go on.
But yeah, she will agree if you assist in finding out what is going on at the fort and relay any information or are able to save any of these people that have gone missing. She will greatly appreciate it and push it to her higher-ups.
First, I believe we should investigate the cave, and I don't think we should take your people because the town militia fared badly. And then we shall return and take them to the fort. Agreed. Looks at party.
Certainly.
Agreed.
Yes.
Before you go, she'll make a couple of, thank you head bows, and she'll handshake anyone that accepts But before you leave, she whispers something to Winter. Winter runs off and comes back with a sheet of paper. She says, yes, I forgot to mention. Have any of you, since your arrival here, stayed outside of the town?
We all look at Slan.
Why?
I have unconfirmed reports of large groups of individuals amassing around the Steelies. Have you seen anything like this?
I saw a ghost, and I saw a large amount of cultists, I think, but I wasn't sure.
I will have to find out more on this.
Lots of light, but I never got a good look.
This is unfortunate, but I will look into it more, and I will, if I find anything out, I will let you know. Last order of business. And she looks at Winter, whispers something again, and Whisper points at Dr. Knackle. And she goes, so it is you?
It is me.
This is not the correct time to deal with this. However, when all of this is done and settled and we have this town back in order, you will answer for your crime.
Oh boy.
In one way or another.
Certainly.
What crime would that be?
I don't know.
I asked the lady. I asked the lady what charges.
Dr. Knackle is charged with the Pathfinder equivalent of first-degree murder.
Eyebrow into hairline. Do explain. We have no memories.
I have no recollection of this murder.
I'm not saying he's not capable. I'm merely curious of what the charges are specifically.
An individual in the employ of Count Lowls, a man known by the name of Clin Myrick, was last seen with Dr. Knackle. And according to eyewitnesses, the two went into a small building just off of the main road. And then they saw the doctor walking out covered in blood. However, the body of Mr. Myrick was never found.
So, circumstantial evidence. How do you know Dr. Knackles did not try to defend him from other assailants?
The accusers are looking into it. That's why I said you will answer for your crime in one way or another.
Might there be a way to redeem himself?
Proof is innocence, much like my homeland. Guilty until proven innocent.
If you can prove your innocence, so be it.
In my homeland, murders are only forgiven if A, you have just cause, and B, you have a witness. If you have no witness, you must stop at the first person you pass and report the crime. Seems you did not do that, Knackles.
As far as I know.
Yes, we will revisit this later.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Saftig Tanzrin has given us all a boat, just so you know. Players.
Oh, a vote. I think you said a boat.
I thought so too, and I was like, why do we need a boat?
Why do we
I got
not
really
need a
close.
boatload of
I got
votes?
really excited there for a second.
Everybody
Can I have
gets a
boat,
boat.
please? I want to go fishing.
So that's what you use boats for. Okay.
Do you? You saw what was in that lake.
Wait, what lake?
The one the gibbering mouther came out of.
Okay, maybe not.
If anything, there's
Maybe
half,
not.
there's half pieces of seals in there.
I guess
Here
we make
seals
our
could
way to
be-
the cave then, if that's all they have for us.
Yes, that is all they have. That is all she has. Winter is awfully silent. Probably because she's already told Cestia what all that she knows. So, you're going to make your way to the caves?
Seems so. As soon as they leave, though, Becky's like, Dad, you forgot to tell the lady about all the mice we found, too. Ghosts, cultists, and so many mice.
Well, I didn't feel the mice were that important, and I didn't want to
Dramatic gasp.
on your little secret. Remember, your secret.
Only Slan hears the dramatic gasp, but you all see the bird's beak go whoop and just stay open for a minute.
What?
Seems that poor bird is in
I
shock.
don't even understand why you like mice. So small.
Have you... Well, yes, you have, because you're gross. I was gonna say, have you tasted like a deer? Yeah. Yeah. Also, you don't scare them enough. They taste better when they're terrified.
Just too small.
Yeah, but it's really easy to scare them.
I'll take a... I like that seal. That looked good.
I could eat some seal.
Can we get some seal after this?
Yeah, Dad, can we have some seal?
Why do you want seal?
I've
Because we're hungry.
never had it before.
Fine. Just
Does
this once.
Luca understand any of this at all?
See, unless he says otherwise, Slan probably says his part's in common. Way out of context.
All of a sudden, you just see Luca do like this huge, as if he's just touched something electrified, just like, "Nah."
And then my Raven, like, does that head turn with the eyeball and caws at me, and I look over at Slan. Yes, we should get them all seal.
Consider it early birthday present.
Excellent.
Birthday dinner.
Sweet. Considering
Yay,
you missed my
seals.
birthday last year.
I can't wait for seal. Looks at the wolf. What's a seal? And that's where the scene ends.
All right. So it takes about a quarter of a day to make the way out of town and to, not even a quarter, maybe an eighth of a day, a couple hours. To make your way out of town towards the west. Once you get past, there's no road that leads out of town to the west. So once you get to the farthest portion of the town, it's kind of moving over land. Are you going to stay inland, or are you going to hug the shoreline?
Yeah, what kind of random encounters do we want, guys?
After the previous events, Luca would prefer to stay inland.
But there'd be a better chance of finding seals. How about inland on the way there, coastline on the way back?
Beautiful.
Fair enough.
Assuming we survive.
Like I
Why
said, it
wouldn't
only takes a couple of hours. Nothing exciting happens. However, I'm going to need some checks, since you're not along the coastline where people have seen people being taken. We're going to need some survival. See if we can follow these tracks.
We all look at Slan again.
Looking.
See
You're
if
not
we
the only
find
one who
the
has
tracks.
it. You're not the only one who has it, but you're the best at
I
it.
have a 10.
Yep.
That all right. For a total of 15. Not great.
It's okay. It's not as if they're trying to be sneaky about it. What you do see are a couple of drag marks and then no real footsteps, as if you would imagine that it would be people. What you see are a lot of paw marks. And Bradford actually looks and he goes, "That wasn't me."
You sure?
Yeah, I didn't come out here.
Becky jumps off your shoulder, lands, sticks her face in it, comes up, mud's covering her face. Yeah, it doesn't smell like Bradford. His feet smell like Fritos. This does not smell like Fritos.
Appreciate your contribution, Becky, as always.
You're welcome, Dad. Hops on your shoulder. Shakes really hard now you got mud on you.
Bradford gives it a sniff. Does he have keen senses or anything like that?
They both have scent, yes.
Yep.
Ah. What is Bradford's scent? Or you can roll for his scent.
Yeah, whichever of them has the better perception, you should probably roll.
Okay. Hold on. I think this doesn't have it. I can scroll up in here.
Yeah, the new one has that stuff, not the old one.
Okay.
Plus
looks like
8 for
8
the wolf,
for
or for the Becky, yeah, and plus 7 for Bradford. Yeah, Becky's is better.
So that is a total of 15 on perception.
All right. So Bradford's he sniffs at it. It's definitely like me. I mean, not as good looking.
Oh no, that was Becky.
Of course not.
Becky
No.
has a better
That
scent
was
than Bradford.
yeah, that was Becky.
Oh, okay.
But you can still narrate it.
Oh, well, I don't know. How does an owl smell?
They put their face in the mud, clearly.
So Becky hops off your shoulder again and kind of like looks at the print, shoves her head into it, moves around, moves back over to Bradford, rubs her head into him, and then like picks up the wing and like smells herself. Yeah. It kind of smells like him. But it's not him. It's like if he was made out of a cactus.
So we're looking for a cactus wolf.
Sure.
Spiky
Those exist.
wolf.
I think.
It's like
I think I
if he
saw
was
one once.
made out of a cactus.
But the tracks continue west.
I'd like to buy a porcupine for 500.
You continue for a couple more hours. You do see blood and more tracks that are very, very obvious. You continue, and then you make your way to here. To an opening, a cave opening. It is slightly concealed as far as some of the bushes and whatnot, but for the most part, it's just a cave entrance. Everyone can make perception checks. I need a cool song.
28.
20.
28, 20.
20. No,
20.
25.
22.
All right, so what you guys see is it's It is close enough to the like as you went inland, you still had to come south a little bit. So it is close enough to the coastline to where it is still kind of sandy. There's a lot of mud. You can see that the entryway is choked with reeds. There's some scraggly vines that drape over the top of the cave and hang. As you look around, you can barely see through these reeds and vines. But what you are able to see as you look in is there seems to be some kind of barrier that has been built with inside the cave. Probably, maybe 30, 40 feet inside the cave.
So, first dungeon. I'm gonna blow a level 2 spell. Cast invisibility so my stealth gets stupid good. And then I'm gonna drink that potion of non-detection, and I will use message cantrips to relay what's happening back to Luca, telling them don't move until I send the message, and I'll stay 60 feet ahead of them at all times as I do my thing. Archaeologist thing, checking for weaknesses, deadfalls, traps.
Got it. So
Hidden
what was
things.
what was your thingy again? Your perception?
28. Also, I don't have to declare I'm checking for traps to check to save you all the effort.
I know, I needed it for something else.
No, I just meant as we get deeper in.
I said 28.
Yes.
You still see it. So just... Wow, I didn't actually put it there. I'm like, I don't even see it. Where'd it go?
Can't find itself.
Yeah, I'm like, what? It's so confusing. About right here, you see, I mean, it looks like a plant, but it's not a plant.
Is it bypassable? Like, we can skirt around it at least 30 feet berth? Or
It
not?
should be. Yeah, you should be able to get around it if you hug the far west wall.
Okay, I will relay that information to them.
As you make it up to right about there, tell me what it was 25?
8.
28. So pretty much right in front of you, you see a little tripwire.
Let's disable this. Gotta double check on my Hoke. Hold on. Archaeologist gets all the good trap stuff. Alright, so this would be... Okay. Thievery for me, +2 with a +2 AC if I fail. That's a 33 because I didn't fail. That's a natural 20. That's the best I can do.
Yes, you are able to disable this trap fairly easily.
Is that 10 more than its DC?
Yes.
Oh, I collect it then. I get to keep it.
Then you now have...
If that's physically possible.
Yes. So what you do as you grab... So you look at this tripwire. You're able to cut the tripwire to where it doesn't set it off. Who's gay?
I think you may have been mishearing. Carry on, though. Yeah, Luca?
Like what? You see a small tube of some type of powder that is armed with a miniature explosive.
Oh. One explosive trap. It might be handy someday.
Yes, and if you make a If you make a check later, I'll be able to tell you exactly what kind of powder it is.
Okay. If not, we'll consult with Knuckles, because that seems like alchemy. We'll worry about that later.
All right. Other than this barrier, you're clear up to the barrier.
I'll take a look around that western passage, but from just inside. You want me to roll again or maintain the 28?
No, I'll maintain the 28
Okay.
throughout. Fine. Are you moving stealthily? I should ask that.
Yes, I'm moving at 3/4 speed. I can move faster in stealth, and I also have the invisibility potion and the non-detection from my brain.
All right.
So, at that speed, shrouded in darkness, that's going to be ridiculous. It's plus at the invisibility, it's plus 20, so 38, 48, 50.
Ridiculous.
Because I rolled an 18
20.
base.
Right. So as you look off to your left into that little passageway, it's a very dark limestone chamber. It smells like wet mulch. It's kind of bare aside from some scattering of animal bones.
Okay. I report that westward passage. Seems like there's nothing there. If they want to explore further, we can. If not, I'm going to carry on, and I wait for Luca to reply, because you can reply to message silently. Which means the party has to decide. Are we going in that empty room or carrying on?
I prefer to carry on.
I vote skip what looks empty, yeah.
Okay.
If that is an option.
That's fine with me.
It's up to you.
Knuckles, Slan?
That's fine.
Carrying on to the barrier.
So the wooden barrier seems to be made out of some small tree trunks lashed together with thick vines, and it's pretty much just sealing the entrance. You're going to have to find some way to get this barrier down.
I will use my archaeology skill, which lets me use thievery as a sort of engineering. 16, 26. I think it's plus 10. Let me check. Plus 13, 29.
That will make it. So you're able to, either by using your...
It's archaeology
much
tools.
yeah.
Straight up Indiana Jones stuff, yeah.
Yeah, either by cutting it down or removing them from the wall. It's not difficult. It's just going to take a little bit of time just because it's so big. And then it opens, you're able to go in. And as that room opens up, you see that it's a very small cave system. It opens into a very large chamber with a sooty ceiling.
That is a big chamber. I also inform you guys you can move into the cave now. I'm 60 feet in.
As you start to round the corner, you do see what you believe to be a wolf, but it looks very weird.
I zoomed in. Yeah, that's weird looking. I'll just report to the party what you have as a public token. I'm like, there's a wolf in here. This is through the message spell. That's either made out of or covered in mushrooms and fungus. Like, entirely.
But no cactus, right?
It does not look like a cactus, no. I describe fungus mushrooms that look like those tree growths that look like little bowls.
Ah, yes.
Do I see all the public tokens or just those two?
I'm just looking
The
at
one behind them is public too. I don't know if it's supposed to be.
All of them are public,
Okay.
but I think just based on your view,
I have...
or what your view is supposed to be, I don't think you can see them.
Right, I have to move up farther, so I'll move to here, because that's still not quite around the corner.
Yeah, so you can see 2 wolves and just make out the body of some type of humanoid. You're not sure he, him, they, it.
And some other kind of block passage to the northwest, I assume.
Yes, and another block passage to the northwest.
I explain all of this to the party, including you can sneak up to the corner, but as soon as we go around that corner, they'll see us. There's 3 of them. One of them is probably the quote-unquote witch. And there's a brazier burning in here, a table full of, I don't know, alchemy. She lives here, it looks like. Or he, or them, I can't tell from here.
I wonder, does the mushroom cover the wolf? Or is it just a mushroom in a wolf's form?
No, they're covering the wolf. It's not a single fungus, it's hundreds of them. It's like it's a growing fungus.
But is it covered, or is it made of fungus?
It is fascinating. It may be a hive mind, hive intention. These fungi seem.
Don't think we're gonna find that out till we stab it.
Not just the one, but multiple. And they all seem to act on their own accord.
We don't know that either.
You're able to tell that as the cave kind of opens up as you move. If you step in just a little bit more, they're still not able to see you with your insane sneakiness. You can tell that the floor starts to slope down towards them slightly. A lot of smoke kind of billowing in the high ceiling. And as you look at the far wall to the north, you see a spiring mass of tendrils with 2 long descending tails painted onto the wall. Give me or do you have religion?
Maybe I am a religious character. I do have it trained.
Give me a religion.
17. A lot of 17s today. 17 plus 9 is 26.
Just made it.
Oh.
Yeah. You know that this is a symbol for the Great Old One.
Oh, I have Mythos as a skill, too. As a lore. But anyways, it's fine. Carry on.
Yes, it's a symbol for the Great Old One, Sameth Door.
Yes. He is good friends with my lord. It is good friends.
Luca, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh,
yeah. Ray, what's your stealth modifier? This will come up in a minute.
7.
I'm going to take a quick look at AFK people. What's yours, Luca?
Ooh, I rolled a 28. My what?
Stealth modifier.
Oh, a 9. Ha ha!
Looks like it's going to be Dr.
I'm
Nichols.
surprised.
Apple's the weak link.
Yeah, which means when we all move in, I can roll stealth for the party using the worst modifier.
Oof.
It's one of my skills. We move as a unit. Skill feats. So 28 for Luca. That's the same as me, isn't it?
Well, that was my perception.
That's what I mean. That was the same as mine, I think.
Oh.
Do we want to try diplomacy?
No.
Yeah.
They're worshipping a great old one, and they're made out of fungus. These are not talks.
Possibly, maybe friendly. You don't know.
We don't know yet. Haven't met him.
Got lucky. Got a 19 on the group stealth roll, so when everyone's back, that'll be a 23. That's not bad.
Oh, guess I need to. Does Does it not have eyeballs?
Key.
Stealthy time.
All you missed was they worship a great old one. The wolves are covered or made out of fungus. The witch is in there, or whatever people think the witch is. And I rolled group stealth using your modifier, and we still got a 23. It's safe for you to move up to closer to me on the map.
Should probably do that.
Yeah.
Now I'm making horrible rolls. You are still not noticed.
So, before you all move up, what's the plan? Ray was like, diplomacy, and I'm like, they're made out of fungus and they worship a great old one. We're gonna stab them.
Sneak attacks.
So, a stealth attack is our plan to try to everyone get a free ambush round.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a crossbow, so I will be shooting from afar instead of making the same mistake as the peer.
Wise. So I guess that's our plan, Mr. DM.
All right. Go ahead and move up to where you would be and then make your attacks.
Using our speed.
Yes, moving, one speed increment.
As if you were next to me before you started, you could make a movement from there.
From right here.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
You're not going to attack from the hallway.
Right. So from there, move where you want to be, and then do your thing. We'll let you go first.
Do I get the full 3 actions, or just the one?
Not with a surprise round. It's going to be whatever you... Depending on what you're doing. What are you doing?
I only have a 25 base movement speed.
But you can take the angle. So 5, 10, 15, 20. You can make it to the first wolf.
Okay.
Because you don't have to... You can go up angles, even though you don't have to go around the squares. Diagonally.
I am going to... Sorry, I'm debating between 2 things.
Now, are all of you moving in at the same time?
Yeah.
Or is Rai going to do his thing first?
We would say it's simultaneous. We're just letting him take his action first as the player.
Just making sure.
Meaning whatever action you're going to take, you shouldn't account for what happens to Rai because you're doing it all at once. If you're being fair.
I am going to cast Bane. 5-foot emanation arrow. Saving throw is will. Duration 1 minute. Enemies in the areas must succeed at a will save or take a -1 status penalty to attack rolls, as long as they're in the area. And then I can take extra actions to increase that after in my next turns. Increase the emanation area.
So it's 5 feet?
Yep, so it'll just get the wolf, the single wolf right now.
Let's make it green. One. Okay, what's your DC?
20.
What type of save is it? Is it just a straight...
Will.
Will, okay. Will, save will. It is a 16. No, 14. I can't add.
Alright, so it has a -1 to attack rolls.
Okay.
And I will use my last action to hit it in the face with a scythe.
Okay.
If you're giving him the full 3.
Yes,
yeah,
if
we'll
I
give him
have
the full 3.
I mean,
No, because some people are going to use spells and that'll be 2, and I don't feel like... Just do 3.
okay. It's a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright, so this is going to add a d6 since I cast a spell before the attack roll. So it's going to be 5 plus 3 for 8 damage.
Slime,
damage?
we
Slashing.
moved into position with a group stealth, and then we're all simultaneously taking a sneak attack.
It will be divine damage for the 3,
Nice.
slashing for the 5.
All right. Who's next?
I'm summoning, so technically I'd go last. It's 3 actions. Summoning a ghoul right next to the witch lady.
I'll go longsword.
Also,
Alright,
your petty
well-
pets can go.
Yeah, I need to know exactly where you guys are going to be positioned.
So you would have started adjacent to me and then count your movement from there, JT. And you could move diagonally.
Each square is 5 feet.
Each
Correct.
square is 5 feet.
Okay. So I can go there.
Well, you can pretend you were where Dr. Knackles is since you're taking turns. For
Oh.
purposes of counting squares.
Okay. So then I will longbow, not longsword. That's an 18.
To who?
You could hit all three. and
fun-
get
Wolf 1,
I
Wolf
think-
2, or the witch?
I think the first. Can I see the witch? I
Yeah.
don't think I can see the witch.
Yeah.
Nope, you cannot see the witch.
Oh no, because you're where Dr. Knackles is, right?
So just the wolf, and I rolled 18 on it.
An 18 will hit it.
And 3 damage.
Did you roll both die? Because remember, I boosted you with the
Oh,
new
yeah.
magic item. Plus, you got to add your dex. It's 2d8 plus dex.
Oh.
Or, I'm sorry, strength, because you have the composite bow. So your 2d8 plus your strength modifier.
So that is 11.
11 total.
Oh, yep.
You also get your full turn, so you command your pets and do another shot.
Okay. More damage from the other shot, and then Bradford can move
Wait,
60, I
wait,
think.
what did you say?
What did I say? Because I don't.
How much
know what
damage?
I-
We didn't catch the damage.
Oh,
Oh, what'd you
I
roll
already
for the
lost
attack
it.
on the second one?
oh, good call. Didn't roll that. I just 19.
19 will hit.
Okay. So that is 7 more damage. Becky. I don't think Becky or Bradford can get in range this fast.
Speed of 40, they sure could. At least to the wolf that Rye's at.
Okay. From back there, or am I starting at Dr. Knackles?
They would be starting right behind you.
Oh, starting right behind me. Okay.
Be just short.
Yeah, I don't think I can quite make it. If I'm doing the math right here.
Yeah, it'd be right next to Rye.
So they can't do anything this turn.
All right, who's left? Dr. Namackles and Luca.
I shall go if good with that.
Go right ahead.
Crossbow.
Number 1 or number
Spit
2?
at me. 21 with 3 piercing.
Number 1 or number 2?
Oh shit. gotta close down my character sheet to see it. Which one's number 1 and which one's number 2?
Says wolf. Oh, does it say their names?
Oh, okay. Fungal wolf, no numbers.
Yeah.
This fella.
All right. 3 piercing it is. You still have 2 more actions.
Sweet, I forgot about that. Why do I always forget about that? Also, how do I have all those actions?
Everybody gets 3 actions per turn in Pathfinder.
Yep.
That just feels so empowering. I love it.
Secondary attacks are at -5 and -10 for the 3rd attack.
Oh, okay. Same fungus wolf. Oof.
Negative. That does not hit.
3rd attack. Ooh, I crit that. I crit that.
Yes, you did.
29.
What was that?
2 damage
That-
piercing.
Was that a nat 20?
Indeed it was.
All right. Dr. Knackle.
Dr. Knackle time. Alright. I did not prepare an apple reed mutagen before, so I will be doing that now as quick alchemy,
Okay.
which is just a quick action, take out some alchemist tools, start going away. Now I have a mutagen, which I drink as another action, which gives me a bonus to athletics checks, which is +2, bonus of 10 feet of movement, and I grow to large size.
Huh.
Drawbacks being -1 to AC and a -2 to reflex saves. And as a final action, I'll be moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Yes. Large Dr. Knackle just runs in, gets ready to just desecrate the entire battlefield.
You have 2 more
Wait.
actions, right?
Nope, that was all 3.
Oh, really? Oh.
That leaves me. The ghoul will appear and take a swipe. Take a nom.
Nom, nom, nom,
It will tear itself out of the ground when I say horrible, echoey, dark, evil things.
That
That is a 25 to hit.
will hit her.
She is going to need to make a fortitude save at DC 15 and a second fortitude save at DC 15 because this is a ghoul.
That is a save. That is a fail.
Okay, so looks like the first one is all or nothing. The second one is the better one. At the end of each of its turns, it can try to save again, and the DC goes up by 1, so now it's 16.
Mhm.
Paralyzed. Good start. I like it.
Nice.
Which means flat-footed and can't act except to recall knowledge and use actions that require only mental.
Yep. However,
And then damage too. And then you can do whatever you're going to do to the ghoul. It's going to be horrible.
no, that's not gonna be that bad. The ghoul takes. Now, is this a melee attack that it did?
I haven't done the claws yet. It's just jaws so far. So yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, either way.
It's gonna take. What is that? 8 piercing.
Okay. A total of 6. 11 damage. Slashing and piercing combined.
11. Okay.
How much piercing damage again?
8.
Thank you. And that's the end of the surprise round.
All right, everybody roll initiative. Initiative.
Mm, 24. Initiative. Anitavi.
11.
28. Holy Mary Mother of God.
Yeah, that's me. 28. Booyah.
Oh, right.
Man,
you
if you
got to
had
use
a-
Astral for
19.
Dwayne. Hold on. I was rolling dice.
This is karma.
I mean, you
That's
can
what
roll
this
dice
is.
and just tell me what it is.
26.
Alright, my body's ready.
26.
Bad things you doing?
Correct.
That's nice. Okay.
I'm calling it right now.
All right. The round has been done. Luca is first.
Oh, damn. Sweet. Okay. Well, back to shooty from afar. Ooh, 13.
Goes
Dunno.
wide.
Oof. I shall try again. 18.
-5.
Oof.
Goes wide.
Damn. Oof.
Way wide.
Sad face.
Indeed. It is very sad.
Next up is Casimir.
And both wolves. No. Wolf 2 and the witch will need to make reflex saves. DC 20.
All right. She makes reflex.
Yep.
Rolls a 24. The wolf only rolled an 18.
Okay. So she takes 3 damage, and the wolf takes 8 damage. Electric arc, it bounces from one to the other.
3 for her and 8 for it.
Yep, electricity. And then ghoul is going to bite himself to death, but it's worth it. Second fort save.
Oh. I don't think that's good. Yeah, 12.
12. She now has ghoul fever.
I have to look that one up.
Nothing happens unless I push her to stage 2, which would require another save and fail. Stage 1 is just to carry your. Stage 2, you start taking negative damage once a day. Makes her mad is what it does, because it probably feels gross.
Yeah, that was an attack, correct?
Yep.
Ooh. Ghoul takes 5 piercing.
Okay. And the damage from the bite and the claw. Eight, 9, 10. Done.
All right. Fungal Wolf 1 goes. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, got it right there. right underneath the bird. As the first wolf poofs up, runs up, I should say, it doesn't poof up. You see it get like this constipated look, and it unleashes a cloud of spores in a 10-foot radius.
Gross.
Oh,
Why?
I need everyone to roll fortitude saves.
Not everyone.
That would be Becky, Dr. Knackle, Bradford, and Rye.
Is it rerolls?
Yes.
Yes.
I would
Both
like
are
to
rerolls.
use. I think I have 2 for tonight.
You got an 18. Why would you reroll that?
Seems very low.
That's not low.
Okay, we'll try. Okay.
I mean, it's free to use. You might as well use the point if you want.
It's up to you.
Bradford rolled an 11.
We'll wait. I have been given new perspective.
All right. What did Becky get?
I haven't rolled yet. I'm looking for the save.
Becky, no.
Dr. Knackle, what do you got?
Dr. Knackle has a 15.
Okay. Rye, what do you got?
18.
Becky's is going to be the same as the wolf.
But it's yeah, it's not listed here. I'm looking. I don't think I see it. Becky rolled a 12 plus 8, 20.
Okay. That means Bradford had the same, right?
Bradford
Oh,
rolled worse.
Bradford only rolled an 11.
Oh, okay. So Becky is the only one that's okay. Everyone else is dazzled for 1 round.
Oh, jeez.
Razzle dazzled.
Razzle dazzled. So
Dazzle.
dazzled, for those who do not know, is your vision is your only. All creatures and objects are concealed from you.
So this is the mini game where I have to roll to see if I can even attack.
Yes.
Okay.
6 or higher.
Doesn't matter for spells or just everything.
If you need to hit something,
If it's an attack roll, yes. If it's a saving throw, no.
Okay.
after that, the fungal wolf will attack Dr. Knackle. He'll bite at his face.
There you.
It's a 25 hit.
No, yeah, it does.
I gotta ask, especially with Pathfinder.
25's close, yeah, especially if you had like a shield spell or something.
That is. Oh shit!
Oh no.
That's not that bad. It's 11 piercing.
I feel like there's an and here.
Yes, there is an and.
Oh no.
I need you to make an athletics or acrobatics. Shit, I didn't realize
Currently
what
have
my
a
was.
bonus to athletics. Haha. I'll survive. That would be an 8 total.
An 8 total.
Total. I won't survive.
Okay. So then the last attack that it will make is it's gonna as it bit down on you. Now it's just gonna shake you like a rag doll.
The best things happen to Knackles in this game.
Always.
I need you to make a fortitude save.
Ah. More fortitude.
For the audience, while he rolls that, we're going to finish this fight rather than stop in the middle. Shouldn't take long. As long as everyone knows their actions when it's their turn, we'll be good.
Yeah.
A 25.
All right. You take no damage as it just shakes you around crazily.
Fascinating.
Ah! The second fungal wolf will move up to Rye, just in front, and since the plume of spores was already let off, he will not let off his, so he will simply make a jaw attack for, I don't think that 18? No, 16,
AC
sorry,
is
I cannot math.
21.
Okay, first one misses. He's gonna try it again for 19. That doesn't hit.
Does not.
And what the hell? I'll do it again.
Sounds like a good time.
11.
I am a very armored person.
All right, Riot, is your turn.
I am going to cast Harm. Going to use this as second level. It is going to be a dual action. And they have to make... Fortitude save.
Who are you casting this on?
The Fungal Wolf 2, the one I damaged already.
Right, it already had. Oh, is harm not consistent?
No, Harm is not.
Okay.
It's just like healing. It's a one and done.
Get it. Fortitude save it is. That would be a failure.
Alright, it's going to take 1d8 plus 8 damage. 6 plus 8 is 14. And then I shall do a scythe attack against it.
Need you to roll a D20.
D20. Alrighty. 2.
You miss.
Alrighty. And that's all 3 of my turns. My actions.
And next is the quote-unquote witch.
Can't do anything except save, and if it makes the save, then it has to immediately save against the second paralysis from the second hit. Ghouls are bitches. This game.
All right, what is the save?
16 currently.
That is correct. Fortitude.
Yep.
Or will. Fortitude.
Fortitude. Now it's a 17.
I have to save against that one as well.
No, next turn it'll be a 17.
Okay. Well, then I can't do anything.
Correct, you lose the turn.
I sit there. And
Stare angrily.
Yeah, stare angrily.
Oh, apologies. I have to roll an extra d8 and then add another 8.
For.
Because I cast it at second level.
Oh, okay.
So another 9 points.
Dr. Knackle.
Knackle time. All right. First, Dr. Knackle pulls out his massive dagger. Second, Dr. Knackle rages for the next minute. Third, Dr. Knackle proceeds to stab the fungal wolf directly in front of him.
Roll that
Fascinating!
roll that d20 to see if you hit.
Fascinating. I rolled a 6.
Full concealment is 25%, right?
Correct, that's a success.
That is a success.
Gotta be 6 or higher.
Stabbing time. Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit.
You have a bonus dice as well. I gave one
even
back.
with your
Yeah.
even with your plus to hit, it is not.
Might as
Not
well
good
blow
enough.
the bonus dice that won't carry over.
I would like to use a bonus dice.
Do it. Reroll that.
There it is.
27
Does a
will hit.
27.
Yeah.
Would that be critical?
Damage.
Was that 10 or more above the AC?
Actually, I need to check. 10 would be 28, right?
If it's 18 base, yeah.
Yeah, it's 18 base.
So close!
So close. That is a total of 7 piercing damage.
7 pierce.
6 piercing damage because it's agile. Sorry.
6 pierce.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all from
That
the
is,
knuckles?
that is my turn. Yeah, that's all from the knuckles.
Slan. Got a lot of
Hey.
stuff from you.
A lot of stuff. Yeah. Becky and Bradford are going to attack Fungal Wolf number 1.
All right. Becky is good to hit. Bradford needs to make the roll to see if he hits.
Does Becky hit on a, what is that? That's going to be 22.
Yes.
Okay. And that is 2.
So Becky laughs at Bradford while he's rolling. Says, haha, I can see and you can't, and then face plants into the wolf and panics
Like that?
because its face is stuck in mushrooms and just like claws really hard to get out, and the clawing incidentally hurts the wolf.
Uh,
Oh my god, this is fantastic.
3 more, 3 damage, 3 piercing, and then does a 19 hit.
From Becky?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So that'll be a total of 6 damage from Becky from her 2 actions.
Total of 6.
Total 6.
Becky pops her head out.
And
Cactuses are gross.
Bradford, his first roll is an 8, so he gets to attack.
Yes.
And the miss. It's a nat 20.
I will hit.
Second hit. Does
What's the total on that? What's his plus 9, right? So 29. That's a critical hit. So you
29.
roll
Critical
an
hit.
additional die of damage. Whatever his damage die is, roll it again.
okay. Why am I not seeing? I keep looking at 2 different places. I'm sorry. Scroll up again. 1d8, so it's gonna be 2d8 plus 2. 6, 7. Math is 13 plus 2, 15 damage.
All right. This thing is chunks of fungus are falling off of his face as your animals are going to town on it. And you still have yourself.
And myself, I'm going to move up, and then I'm going to vomit swarm at the witch at level 2.
Okay.
And so that shall be 3d8 damage.
No save.
Oh, sorry. Basic
I mean-
reflex save.
Save. 30.
Okay. Nothing happens now. Right.
No half damage or anything.
It doesn't say anything about that, no.
Oh.
Just says saving throw is a basic reflex.
What was the spell?
Vomit swarm. Oh, my first time casting it, so maybe
I
I'm
got
doing
it.
something
Hold
wrong,
on,
but
Dwayne.
I don't think it does anything.
Did it succeed?
Vomit swarm.
And how much did it succeed by?
I rolled a 30.
Yeah, basic save means half on a fail. That's what the word basic means if you see it in a save.
Oh, okay.
And
So
that's
half damage.
Yep.
cone.
And it's a cone, yeah.
So 8 damage. So it was 16, so half is 8.
Yeah, 8 damage, but it does not have the sicken because you need to fail to save for that.
And then I'm gonna longbow, and that would be at -10 since it's my third.
No,
Action.
-5 because it's your second attack. It doesn't matter how many actions; it matters how many attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was the damage?
8.
8.
Gonna need your ghoul to make that save.
Need what? What do you need? Sorry.
Ghoul.
Oh.
I don't even know. Hold on. There it is. Like the ghoul is okay. He rolled a 21.
Okay.
It's a really good reflex for an undead. I like it. +9.
17 minus 5 of 15 is a 15. Or wow. 17 minus 5 is a 12. 12 does not hit.
12 does not hit. Even being flat-footed does not hit.
So I am done.
All right. Back up to the top of the round with Luca.
I'm going to do long distance stabby. I'm gonna have to close my sheet, dang it. Erg. Such is the curse of working on a tiny screen. Who's still alive? Who can I demolish?
I don't think anything's down yet.
There are, I mean, everything's, you've hurt them badly.
I have
This isn't
been
gonna
waiting for
last
something
very
to
long.
die.
I will move a little closer. Does that count as one action or?
That is one action.
Okay. Yeah, that's close enough. Luca doesn't want to get too close, but I do want to be closer. I think I'll go after that fungal wolf,
Okay.
the one that does not have a number, and reopen my sheet. Sorry, loading. My internet doesn't like when I do that. 18.
Does not hit. Or, yeah, it does hit. Or that's its AC.
Oh,
What am I talking about? So,
oh shit. Well, 7 piercing then.
it doesn't hit. Is
Oh
that it?
shit.
Yeah.
Defender.
Dude, that was such a roller coaster right
It was
there.
a roller coaster of
Yeah.
emotions.
'Cause I was like, oh, that's an 18. Wait, that hits. No, it doesn't, because it is 18.
Oh, only a 12.
And nope. Sorry. It goes wide.
Oops, I did not mean to click that again. Sorry. Ah. So yeah, that's it. I moved and then I shot twice, which. Boo.
Always better with your cantrips.
Good point.
I have spells.
I resorted to Ranger Brain. Sorry.
You get more actions with the bow, but you have a much higher chance of hitting with Telekinetic Projectile because your dex isn't high enough yet.
Oh yeah, with the seal.
Casimir, you are up.
Gonna need her to make a Fortitude saving throw, please.
It is DC 17 now, correct?
No, this is new. I'm
Oh, this is
casting
new.
Worm's Repast on her. It's gonna be gross.
27.
27. So, her body erupts with worms. They just start eating their way out of her. I'm sure this is amazing when you can't move. Like they're coming out of her nose and one's pushing out of her eye. She doesn't take the persistent damage, but she takes full initial damage. Which is all I care about, because it's a lot. What kind of damage is this? Piercing. 28 piercing damage from being eaten alive from the inside.
So, I don't know if anyone realizes it, but you see, out of the corner of your eyes, you see her body start to shudder as little vermin start to
Worms.
release from the orifices, her eyes, ears, nose. She starts to scream, and you see more worms coming out of her mouth. And then you hear a pop As the battle ensues, you hear a pop, and you see the bottom of her body slump to the floor. You do not know what happened to the top of her body, but all over the ghoul is covered with layers of worms, and so is the back wall.
Is she effectively dead, I assume?
Yes.
That triggers a thing for me.
Oh,
The ghoul moves in. The ghoul moves in on the most damaged wolf.
That would be the one in between Becky and Bradford.
That
So it's
that her dying.
It's a 19 and a 20. Are those hits?
Both of those hit.
2 fort saves.
First one is a 16. Second one is less than that.
It has ghoul fever with no effect at the moment and is paralyzed. Man, ghouls are great. I'm only ever going to say these for now. And then it also takes... That's a 6. This is working out well. 10, 11 damage.
Takes 11 damage. And as that last hit swipes down on its body from the ghoul, the wolf goes limp and hits the ground, and as it hits the ground, another spore releases. I need everyone to make another fort save. Everyone in that radius, so Slán, Becky, Bradford, Dr. Knackle, and Rye.
Probably the ghoul, too. Let me see what his immunities are.
Oh yeah, should be next to it.
Death effects, disease, paralyzed, poison, unconscious. I don't think it's any of those.
Nope, it is Dazzle.
You said fort or reflex?
Fort.
Fort. 16.
Fort.
Ghoul is
Did I say
dazzled.
fort? Yes, Fort.
Ghoul fails. 16 is dazzled.
Not again.
So, with the witch dying, I would like to trigger my reaction.
Oh, he didn't mean... I was going to tell you that, Dwayne. He didn't mean trigger him with the worms. He means trigger to power.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it does a thing for me. Don't worry. Like, I'm not squeamish about that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. What is your power then?
I figured we were just ignoring me. I was like, what's going on? I'm so confused.
I don't think anybody in this group redlined that phobia. I forget what it's called.
Okay, what does it trigger?
So as she dies, you're just going to see Rye kind of extend his hand, and bluish green energy seems to seep into it from the corpse, and it runs up his arm and just kind of coats him in an armor shell. And he is going to get temporary hit points equal to the triggering creature's level.
Nice.
Plus my spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
What was her CR?
Hers?
Yeah, he needs to know.
5.
Yeah, 9 points. Not too shabby.
Nice.
Yeah, if she wasn't paralyzed, it would have been.
That's why I open with that. I'm like, always stop the spellcaster first, people.
He had wild shape too.
Oh man.
Oh jeez.
Always stop the spellcaster first.
Wow, that made this fight so much easier. Oh my god.
Like, god damn it. I can't do anything.
Wow. This must be so frustrating. I'm sorry.
That's the number one rule, party. Target the spellcaster first.
That's hilarious.
Healer second. So whose turn is it? I'm done.
So who all passed the fort save, or who didn't pass fort save? I should say.
I got to 25.
All right, you
I used to
are
reroll.
okay.
I got a 30, a 29, and a 19.
Look at that.
Becky rolled on 19. I think the other two are fine.
And Dr. Knackle got a 16.
Okay, so if you got greater than 20, or was it? Yes.
Yeah.
20 or higher.
Yeah, that's what you said.
You're not dazzled, but you can only see 10 feet away. Like, it's just difficult to see. Like, if there were more people outside, you wouldn't be able to see them. It's just hazy. Anyone below that, again, you're dazzled for 1 round.
Poor Knackles. And the ghoul.
I'm angry, my legs are long, and I can't see anything.
So Fungal Wolf 2 will attack. He's going to attack Rye because Rye is right in front.
Do it. My body is ready.
I'm not in GM mode. Can you move the ghoul next to Fungal Wolf 2 so we know where he's at?
No. Yep.
Got to give myself control of mobs next time.
Oh, did you put it down as an asset?
Oh, I might have. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
you
just
put it
have to
down as an
remember.
asset.
We'll just
Like, wait a
remember
second,
where
I
he's
can't
at.
move it either.
The AC would be 21.
21, eh? How is a 16 plus 12?
I'm assuming that hurts. That's a lot of numbers, and it hurts my brain.
That is 30. So that's going to be... Oh, he doesn't get the bonus because his buddy is no longer
Hold
alive.
on. What's your AC, Rye?
21.
Oh, you're lucky. That was almost a critical hit.
Yep. You only take 12. Yeah, 5, 12. I can't math. 12 damage.
So you only take 3 because you're temp.
Yes, because of your temp. Now I need you to make an athletics or an acrobatic, or you can just make a reflex save if you want.
Athletics, acrobatics, or reflex, you say?
Yep.
I think my reflex is the best.
Go ahead.
10. 28.
All right. You are okay.
Now
so
I'm
then,
terrified.
so then it will attack again and miss wildly. That means it is whose turn? Where did my thingy go? She's dead. Dr. Knackle.
Woo! Stabbing time. If only I could see farther than, 3 inches from my face.
It moved in. You
Alright.
can see it now.
Ah, yes.
Yep, it is
Dr.
right in
Knackle.
front of Rye.
Dr. Knackle is going to spend an action to take a step. Spend an action to attack the fungal wolf with his fancy dagger. I'm still dazzled, if I remember correctly.
Yes, so roll a d20.
It's still rolling for me.
Leave us in suspense. Actually, you missed.
So just right out of the gates, first one misses. Dr. Knackle screams. Gargling.
Double mad.
Goes for a second attack.
Again, leaves us in suspense.
This would be
And
at a minus
Yeah.
4, if it even...
If it even hit. Why is this happening? This is so hilarious. That one doesn't hit either.
A small, salty gloop of something flies out of his eye. Lands on the ground and proceeds to sob.
So angry.
It
Yes.
cries.
The tear cries.
the knackle, which has a knackle, just squirted out another knackle to cry on the ground.
And that is all for Knackle.
That
correct?
is all for Knackle.
All right, Slon, I think you can finish this up.
I think so. All right. Start with Bradford. It's going to be 7 plus 9 is a 16. Does a 16 hurt?
16 does not hit.
And that doesn't hit either. Okay. Bradford is. So then we'll do. Becky gets 1 attack after moving. That's a 15 plus 9 is a 24.
That will hit.
Becky decides the same tactic is best and face plants.
It worked before.
And scrolling up again. And at some point I will remember these numbers.
I think Becky's always just a D4 plus
D4?
2. D4 plus 2, yeah.
D4 plus 2. All right. That's 5.
Ooh, good roll.
Okay. This
And
thing
then
is
I'm
not looking good.
I'm gonna move in and longbow. 17.
17 does not hit.
All right. Longbow again, -5. Is not.
You are -4.
-4 either way.
You're -4, -8.
Everybody else is -5, -10.
Yep.
Oh, I did not, in fact, finish it off. Next.
Oh, all right, Luca. You have
Luca's
one wolf being stared down by an
Pummel it
immense number of people.
with dead wit.
Just shaking from all
Like
sides.
this is how your telekinetic projectile works now. Use the nearest dead thing.
oh.
Yeah, because it's only the bottom of her body. I consider that one bulk.
Okay.
So
Okay.
a person is 2 bulk.
Yeah. A person would be
Luca's
too
It's actually
bulk.
pretty close to accurate.
Oh God. Luca's gonna do that then.
His
Gonna
intestines are hanging out as it starts to float up.
deja vu, but I can't quite remember.
So now you're at plus 10 to hit.
God. Oh, 2d6.
I'm so sorry for Luca.
Gotta roll to hit first.
Gotta roll a hit.
D20 plus 10.
I knew that. Rolled a 6.
6 does not hit. Actually,
16.
this guy is actually. This is Actually, no. Is that considered flat-footed if you're surrounded?
It's some
of
kind of
my-
penalty to your AC. I don't remember which one. I say use it for now. Look it up later.
Yeah, we're gonna
All of
say
my
that it's
dice-
probably -2. So his AC is only 18. But yes, you hit. Roll that damage.
I'm out.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. God.
I actually want this to hit.
Rolled 4 total plus 4. So just 8.
Hey, that's okay.
My dice hate me this evening.
So out of the air, you hear the dun 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 dun. What happens is, so you use your mind, and it picks up the lower body of this witch, and you're like, all right, we're doing this. You flip it upside down so that the legs are in the air, and as it starts to fly across the room more forward, it starts spinning. So it's like doing a whirlwind kick as it flies into this fungal wolf's head.
What? Like its intestines are just like flying everywhere at this point. Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's like a murderous pinwheel.
This is the
Just
bottom
covers us
half.
with
It's
blood.
the bottom
Yeah,
half.
it's just
No
legs.
intestines.
Helicopter legs.
Oh no.
Murderous whirlwind legs.
Gives a new term to flying heel kick.
Yes. Ah,
I walk up to the ghoul, pet it, thank it, kiss its forehead, it disappears.
beautiful. We have gone over our time just a tad. Not just a tad, a lot. I'm sorry. But nevertheless, you have won the battle. And hopefully next time we come back around, you will be able to search the rest of this cave looking for answers as to where the fuck did these people go.
Yeah, that's a good fucking question. Fucking Christ.
Having gone over time, this is all the time that we have for this brief glimpse into the insanity that is Briarstone. And you already got it. But next Thursday, we will continue our journey into the town of Thrushmoor to discover more of our players' past. But as for other terrifying tales, make sure you guys check out Mage Technocracy from Invictus with Love on Saturdays. Tales from Terror and Damnation with White Walls, the Mage Cult crossover on Sundays. However, if you're looking for something a little bit lighter and something more awesome, check out Awesome Adventures Dune. Is Dune Terrifying Tales or Awesome Adventure?
It's an awesome adventure, but I wouldn't call it lighter. That would be Wednesdays.
Yes. Tuesday.
And Tuesdays.
So check out Dune on Mondays. Trinity Continue. I'm not going to do it. Adventure on Tuesdays. Tales from the Loop on Wednesdays. And usually on Fridays would be Scarlands. However, this Friday we are doing another April Jumpstart with what are we playing this Friday?
They came from beyond the grave. Theremin.
So yeah, be sure to check out all of those awesome things.
Sorry.
If you like Hammer, you should watch that one because I gave them a legit 70s soundtrack with theremins, and it's even scratchy.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ah.
Make sure you guys check out our website, vorpaltales.com, to see our calendar, social media links, recaps, and links to all of our partners and affiliates. Check them out, purchase some awesome stuff, and support the show. Players, let the audience know the next time that they can see you and what cool things you do.
I'm Tyler, Eldritch Echoes Online, and I have a question. This is why we thought we should finish this fight tonight. Killing the witch means we should be level 5 next week, doesn't it?
It should, yes.
And make sure you come next week with your cool new things to share with the audience. You can catch me all over the place, but I will specifically call out Mage Weekends. I run them both, Saturday and Sunday. Come see how the world has dramatically changed because they weren't quite fast enough on Saturday. And come see the horrible repercussions of having your home invaded on Sunday.
Oh shit. Question, do you have any time mages willing to break the universe?
No. Time mages, yes. Willing to break the universe? No. Plus, this isn't that game. It wouldn't work. Ever would just explode, and nothing would happen.
Hi, I've been Luca.
It was a roller coaster.
You can
I'm
find
so
me
sorry.
all over the internet as changeling ever because I'm ever. My pronouns are they them. You can find me tomorrow playing They Came From Beyond the Grave with DM Steve at Voodoo Arcade. Very excited for that because
he hasn't been able to GM in like a year. You should come check it out.
Yep.
Heck yeah. Also that tasty theremin music.
And I'll be producing, so I'll be picking it. It'll be awesome.
Oh boy.
And as a fan of theremin music, smooth transition right there, smooth butter. I have been Rye Garrison, aka J3 Billion, aka John, aka other things. And I will be here tomorrow for They Came From Beyond. Great.
And as a theremin, I have been Dr. Knackle. And I'm also Kisama. You can find me on Twitter at TrueKisama, and you can find me on Saturday playing a Technocracy Mage. All details have flown out of my brain. More news at 11. I'm sorry.
Yakuza.
I am playing
Yakuza
a Yakuza assassin. Thank you. Man, my memory's shot. I'm sorry.
It's late.
It's 12:30.
And it's midterm season if you're in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, have fun. Sorry.
I'm JT. You can find me around the world as at Sunsomancer. And you can see me next playing Technocracy on Saturday.
Cool. But now, like Tyler always says, time for the ride or die fans. Go time.
You're not going to repeat the thing like I do every week? Okay.
Oh, no.
I probably don't need to do that. This week, my vote goes to Dr. Knackles because he threw all that effort into being a rage machine and couldn't hit shit, and I feel bad for you. So you get a vote.
Honorable mention to everybody. And thank you very much, John, for having taken some damage for me. But I'm gonna have to give it to Key as well for not anything that was done in combat, but the great RP of the tier and the it screams, and also that last comment about and as a theremin. God damn it.
I am going to give mine just straight up to Luca because I made light of it a little bit, but like that was some pretty great RP, and Luca is just being terrified of the dirt was kind of insane. And I'm just sitting there going, like, I was just sitting there going, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" So I'm sorry for that.
I will point out too that in first edition, Pathfinder had an insanity mechanic this game used. We may want to look into converting that because Luca was role playing appropriately.
My vote goes to Luca for being a wonderful patient and for being clean and having nightmares. Totally just nightmares. Nothing else. Nothing more.
Totally nothing.
My vote goes to Tyler for paralyzing the witch and making that fight take much less time than it otherwise would have.
Thank you. I live to infuriate Dwayne.
Yeah, I was pissed.
I'm sorry, Dwayne.
That means you're doing your tactics correctly.
After I did that, I was like, "Why is this happening? Why does it keep going down so fast?" And I looked at her character sheet because this is one of the ones that I had to transfer from 1E. And I'm like, "Oh, she's got wild shape, but I can't do it."
Yep, that would be how to recover hit points.
Yeah. Awesome being awesome to each other. But again, thank you, audience, for sticking around so late. Hopefully, usually I'm pretty good about time, but this week I sucked.
Yeah, we voted to finish the fight. It wasn't you.
That's
Sort of
true.
voted.
But next time that you see us next Thursday, we will have brand new leveled up characters, and we will tell you all about them in the first couple minutes of the show. But for now, we must leave this nightmarish miasma and step back into the real world. But until then, take
Please
the
don't.
Tatterman, or let the Tatterman not take you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.